Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome from the ICCA Academy for a wonderful encounter between Dubai Daredevils up against Suncorp. We had a brilliant match just a little while ago, and we have Samir with the two captains for the toss.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to match number 9 of the ICCA Arabian Cricket League 2024. Brought to you live and exclusive from this beautiful venue here at the ICCA Academy Oval Grounds. And it's an exciting encounter coming up. It's going to be the Dubai Daredevils taking on the Suncorp. And I've got to my left the two captains, Mr. Mohit Raghav, skipper of the Dubai Daredevils. And I've also got the skipper of Suncorp, Mr. Vikram Naik. And I've also got the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. It's going to be Mr. Mohit Raghav who will be flipping the coin. Tells us the call.
This head.
Well, you've won the toss. What have you decided to do?
We would like to bat first.
Any particular reason behind that?
Just that last time we won the toss, we bowled first. Just want to try both because you never know once you reach to the semi-final or final. So just trying to get into the momentum of both ways.
How was your playing 11 today?
So we have few changes. Kiran is out, Azhar is out, and then Mayank. And we have Chetan, he's back he was playing for us in T10. Then now we got Abhinav is back, and then we have Sumit as well, he's back here.
Well, lately you guys have been in a good groove. We've been getting into some winning ways. How's the mood in the dressing room?
Yeah, of course, it's always positive to once you start winning, the mood is positive. Boys are gelling well. We understand how the good thing is our bowling is clicking, and we are into the good rhythm, and that's where we were lacking in last few seasons. So now everything is organized, and we are looking in a good rhythm. So
what do you think is a good score to limit them?
I think we are batting first, so our target is to go anything above 150, 160, and then we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
All the best and go well. Vikram, you've lost the toss, but what would have you done?
I would have bowled first.
So how is the playing 11 today?
We've got one additional medium pacer and another spinner in our bowling lineup, which will help us to sort of get them out in a restricted total. Our strength is batting, so we can chase down the total and get us to a winning start of the tournament.
What is the plans going ahead today in today's game?
The plan is to restrict them under 130, 140. Even if you see the last game, it was a low-scoring total, but it was a tight game. We are looking at that total around 130. We should have them. Yeah.
Anyways, wish you all the best and play well.
Thank you.
Well, so there you have it. The news from the centre. The Daredevils won the toss and they've elected to bat first.
Abdulaziz Ansari, Shakir joins them as well. Harjinder Singh, Abhinav, Vishnu, and of course the left armour Shakir Aziz Afridi. He's someone to watch out for when they have the ball in hand. But for now, they've won the toss and they are going to bat first. As for Suncorp, Nasir Muhammad and Vikram Naik, the captain, Vikram. Nurul Aslam, the right arm fast bowler at the top. Naeem Aslam as well, that's a big name to have. Arjun Godaya, Anshu Gopal, Mohsin Sheikh, Gurkirat Singh, Kochar, Hemang Kapasi, Syed Wasim, Ahmed Zaidi and Madhu Sharma making up their 11. So two teams that I wouldn't say evenly matched, but certainly can give the other team a run for their money. Plate is what they are playing for in this Academy, ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League. Just a reminder to all our viewers, this tournament is divided into two categories. We've got 8 teams that are vying for the championship, and we've got 8 teams that are vying for the plate. Now, these 8 teams are those who finished on top in the previous season of Arabian Cricket League, and the bottom 8 are the ones that are competing for the Plate League. As we prepare to bring you live pictures of yet another encounter of the Plate Championship here at the ICC Academy. Right, then it seems like we're all set here as Mohit Raghav, the skipper, takes guard to take strike for the first ball as they choose to bat here at the ICC Academy. Rahul Soni will partner him, but we'll have left arm spin to start things off here. And he starts off very, very nicely.
Arjun, the left arm spinner for Suncorp. Change in the batting order for Dubai Daredevils. Mohit usually comes in the middle order, has opened the innings for them.
And he's gone big straight away. And a simple catch there. Down to deep square leg. Arjun, a loopy off spinner. Mohit went for that big slog sweep and he's held out straight at the fielder there. Good start this for Suncorp.
A brilliant start for Suncorp here. It was in the slot for the taking, but it did not. Looks like he did not middle it to perfection, and right in the hands of the fielder. A bit of a fumble there, but in the end, he took the catch. A good start for Suncorp. Mohit Raghavan departs. Has to take a long walk back to the dugout. They are 0 for 1. Chetan Bist, the Indian batter from Uttarakhand, played a wonderful innings in the T10 which was concluded last year. A prolific batsman. This time, appeal. Umpire not interested. Probably going down a little bit there towards the leg side.
Very impressive bowling this from the young Arjun. He's not afraid to flight it and offer that loop to these batters. Chetan, they are playing for the turn, but that held its line, and probably that's why the umpire didn't really raise his finger there. Use of the feet now. Gets a inside edge towards deep square leg. It will be the first runs on the board for Dubai Daredevils.
Usually Chetan Bist and Robin Bist, they are brothers representing Uttarakhand, and looks like Robin Bist is not available. Chetan Bist is known for his brilliant, spectacular batting top the order. He's come one down, usually opens the innings for Dubai Daredevils.
Yeah, but it's almost as if he's opening now anyway. because the first wicket has fallen very quickly. The skipper back in the dugout. But this is a brilliant start from Arjun. Very impressive from the youngster. He's been on the money, he's been accurate, and he's not afraid to flight it early on inside the power play. Good stuff. Good to see youngsters performing here at the higher stage. Cuts it away. Bit of a fumble, but won't do too much damage. Good first over for Suncorp. 1 for 1.
Chetan Best on strike. Arjun, after a wonderful first over, taking away the wicket of Mohit Raghavan, the skipper for Dubai Daredevils. This time it's Hemang Kapse, a left-arm seamer. Used to play with us in a team called Supernova at Vision Grounds in the domestic circuit. A prolific left-arm seamer.
Starts off with a good delivery, nice and straight, bringing that angle back into the right-hander with left armers usually do. Starts off with a single. Chetan Bist off the mark, which brings Rahul Soni on strike now.
It'll be a test for Hemang, given the batters like Chetan Bist and Rahul Soni at the crease. They would want to whack during those first power play, the power play. And he'll have to come good, Samir.
And they've got a long on and a deep mid wicket already. Both third man, fine leg are up in the circle, so we'll have to be careful with his lines here. Here's a good start on a good length, bringing it back into the right hander. He doesn't have express pace, but as long as you're accurate, you can get away with it.
Sticking to the line and length, Hemang Kapse, not giving away any width on offer. He's been quite a known name in the domestic circuit and Division C. Hemang Kapse.
Yeah, good to see them getting the opportunity here at the higher level. ICCA Academy is always such a wonderful place to come and play, a dream for a lot of cricketers. Bowled him. That is what left armers do. They'll bring it back to you as a batter. You're always mindful of that in-swinger, and it's undone. Rahul Soni.
A beautiful delivery there from Hemang Kapse. A wonderful start for Suncorp here. 2 wickets. They're 2 for 2 after 1.3. Right, Hemang Kapse, brilliant wicket there for him. Now it's going to be a test for him with the likes of Hari Prashant and Chetan Bist at the crease. These are the openers for Daredevils.
Yeah, Hari Prashant has seen what Hemang can do, and therefore he's decided to go for a walk down the track to negate that swing that he's getting. But this is a brilliant start for Suncorp. They've been asked to bowl first, and they've done brilliantly so far. Look at that, looping. Not much pace. Rahul Soni waited for a long time for it to come in, but he just swung in at the last moment. No real footwork from him. That was his undoing. This one's a low full toss. He's happily pushed that down towards long on. He's get off the mark there, Hari Prashant. Good pressure being applied here by Suncorp.
And looking at the way the first over has started, Arjun, fearless cricket from him, tossing it up for the batters, not giving away any room. And Hemang on the other end, trying to completely match the team's requirements.
It's a battle of the left-arm bowlers versus the right-hand batters so far. This one again looping into him. Coming back for the second here. The throw is there, but they'll manage to complete it. Chetan Bish there with that good-looking shot. Another successful over for Suncorp. It's 5 for 2.
And yet again, Arjun comes back into the attack up against the mighty Hari Prashant, known for his ballistic hitting.
Well, it'll have to be ballistic today for Dubai Daredevils. They haven't started off in the best of fashions, lost 2 early wickets. That man on your screen, the youngster Arjun, has been superb so far. Again, not a fail to flight it, but this time Hari Prashant has gotten the better of him. Nicely under it and deposited towards cow corner for a maximum.
In the slot, further taking for Hari, and he doesn't miss out on this occasion. A beautiful looking 6 from Hari Prashant. Now Arjun under pressure now.
First boundary conceded by him. Now let's see if he changes his approach here. He's been happy to flight it to all the batters, but now maybe after getting hit for that 6, he might just try to bowl a bit more quicker. No, still offering width, and the result is the same. This time just short of the fence. In fact, no, it's gone all the way, is it? Shiju Sam just getting a confirmation from the fielder. I think he might just go upstairs to check. But once again, offering flight, and Hari Prashant giving it the treatment.
We'll have to wait for the umpire's call whether it's a boundary or a maximum. Looks like it's a 6. We just have to wait for the confirmation. Hari Prashant back into his elements. Anything in his slot, in his range, he will dispatch you. 2 back-to-back shots from Hari Prashant. It doesn't bother whether they've lost 2 wickets.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to unsettle this inexperienced Arjun here. The first over is quite successful, bowling those flighted deliveries, but now Hari Prashant has said enough is enough. I'm not going to let you dominate here. A couple of sixes to really unsettle him. Still checking. At least to us, it seems like it's definitely a 6. It's bounced outside the boundary line, but the third umpire just getting a confirmation there.
Just waiting for that conclusive evidence to declare it a boundary or a maximum. All right, a boundary given. Thereafter, all the recordings and frames back and forth. We are back live again.
Yeah, finally, they make a decision. This time he's just picked up the pace, Arjun, and followed the batter into his pads. Good comeback. 6 and a 4. Trying to unsettle the youngster here, Hari Prashant, and probably the right way to go. You don't want to get pressured by the bowlers. Time it's powered down towards long on, and it's gone through him. Luckily, not too far. Will just be a single.
Hari Prashant will continue to score those mighty blows as long as he's got Chetan Best on the other end playing the sheet anchor role for Dubai Daredevils.
Well, spinner bowling a no ball there, which is generally not expected of them. Chetan Best will be happy to get a single and put the big man on strike, Hari Prashant, who has a free hit now. So after a first good over, Arjun just losing control here in this second one.
It'll be a freebie for Hari Prashant. A free hit for the taking. Short ball this time. He hammers it away. It's dropped. A bit of work to be there done for the fielder. 3 runs taken, and that brings the end of the over.
Yeah, the catch wouldn't have made a difference. However, he could have saved a couple of runs, but they'll get 3 to end it. 3 overs done, it's 21 for 2. Nicely flicked towards fine leg. He's up in the circle. Hari Prashant will get another boundary. Now they're beginning to cut loose here, Daredevils. Hemang, a bit leg side-ish there, gets the punishment.
Hari Prashant very strong on his legs, just capitalizing it. Hemang will have to come stronger. They need to get this wicket to stop the flow of runs for Dubai Daredevils. Hemang Kapsi will have to wear his thinking cap on and come different.
This one's down the leg side again, gets a bit of thigh pad. This should be cut off by the fielder. Will only be a single. Will be signalled a leg by the umpire. There you go, Mr. Akbar Ali. Fit as always. Umpiring his second game on the trot here. 25 for 2 now. Dubai Daredevils will feel much better compared to the start they had. They've steadied the ship to a certain extent.
As we discussed, the opening pair has come in a little bit later. However, I mean, it's a case of giving opportunities to everybody and to express their skills in a format like this, at a stage like this. In comes Hemang up against Chetan Best. This time short ball pulled away towards the mid-wicket region just for a single.
Yeah, not convincing in that shot. Nurul Aslam for a moment thought it was coming to him, but wasn't played too well. Luckily for him, otherwise he would have gone straight to the fielder. It'll just be a single. Chetan, he's happy to play that anchor role, as you've been saying. Get the strike back to Hari Prashant, who's looked the more aggressive batter in this partnership. Hemang now just dragging his length back. He was full all this time, but now he's just trying to be on that back of a length area. This one's down the leg side. Should be called a wide. It is called a wide.
Hemang this time towards the leg side yet again. There's not much of pace on offer from him, but I'm looking at the way Shakir Afridi could be dangerous up for Dubai Daredevils with his pace and his wavery length. He's been the player of the tournament in the previous I-10 league.
That's straight to the fielder, won't take the single. Yeah, I watched Shakir Afridi in one game. He was brilliant. He had Khalid Shah, the UAE cricketer, in all sorts of trouble. He was moving the ball away from him, just unable to get any bat on ball. So he's certainly a very impressive left-arm bowler. He's certainly got the goods, just needs to be consistent. And certainly one that will be watched out for. And he was also the bowler of the tournament in that I-10 tournament. Nicely flicked off his pads. Too full from Hemang. Hari Prashant flicks it nicely, but a bit of footsie from Nurul Aslam saves a couple of runs for his team.
A good looking shot there coming from the blade of Hari Prashant. If these guys can stitch a partnership, it'll be a good, they can reach to a formidable total. And coming back to Shakir Afridi, he's troubled the likes of Rohan Mustafa, Asif Khan, Khalid Shah in this tournament, in the previous tournament. And with the way the Hemang Kapse is bowling, it's going to be an interesting contest in the second innings. Called for second, there could be an opportunity. The throw is wider.
And Nurul Aslam needs to do better than that with the throw. He's a bowler himself, so certainly needs a bit of strength in his arms to get a better throw in. 4 overs done. This one also a good one for Dubai Daredevils. It's 32 for 2.
Right. Anshu Gopal into the attack. Left arm pacer starts off with a wide delivery.
It's been all left arm so far from Suncorp. They've had the left arm spinner Arjun, they've had Hemang, and now it's Anshu who's been brought into the attack. So definitely a different angle for the right-handers to play against. Been a good contest so far, but Dubai Daredevils are slowly taking control of this game. That's very nicely hit into the gap. Will be a chase for the fielders. And it'll trickle away to the fence. Chetan Bisht gets his first boundary.
Beautiful looking shot, bisecting both the fielders there and perfectly timed Chetan Bisht. If he gets going, then we are here up for some spectacular shots from him.
Yeah, certainly has the makings and the reputation of getting those big runs. Anshu again, he's got that left arm angle, but just doesn't have the pace to trouble these kind of batters. His only thing he can do is try and be accurate with his lines and lengths. Can't afford to give too much width or be too full. That square leg fielder has run across towards point, a bit extra bit of protection on the offset, so that will be the line that he'll bowl. Pulled away, no protection down there, one bounce into the fence. Our colleague Atik with the cleaning up work there. Another boundary.
Short ball, and Chetan Bisht guides it towards the mid-wicket region for a boundary. Easy pickings for him.
Yeah, too short. Can't afford to be bowling that short when you don't have the pace. And Chetan, as you said, is a batter of high quality. He's not going to miss out on those. You can't put fielders everywhere. Short balls will get punished. Third man, fine leg still up. There's a long on and a deep mid wicket in place. This one's on to the offside, much better. Will be a dot ball.
Vikram, the skipper for Suncorp, will have to come with his trump card to get the wickets of these two batters. They have to come with their top bowlers. If you give them chance, they're not going to spare you, I tell you what.
Oh, this was almost carried to that fine leg fielder. Not sure what Chetan was thinking there. Came a few steps down the track, looked to go over fine leg. I think that was the idea because he was up in the circle. But almost played it straight to the fielder.
It was just a little short, almost at the fine leg. That should have been taken.
Yeah, I think the fielder was also caught by surprise with the kind of shot that Chetan played there. But no damage done. Couple of dot balls after those boundaries. A good comeback from Anshu. This is cut away once again, but straight to the fielder. Bit of a fumble, but there'll only be a single there. So 10 runs off this over so far. They're leaking runs now. Suncorp, after getting that brilliant start that they did 2 for 2 at one point. Now Daredevils well in control.
Anshu Gopal with his last delivery. This time Hari Prashant, full length delivery. Just guided it, opportunity, but misfield there from Hemam Kapsi. At the end of 5 overs, they are 43 for 2.
Well, Hemang gets another one and he's forced the batter to get a thick edge. The keeper getting underneath it and he's dropped it. Oh, Suncorp, what have you done? You don't get chances easier than this. Big wicket that Hari Prashant could have been. And like you said, you don't give chances to batters like this.
And this was a sitter for a taking, and with the keeper with his gloves on, up in the night sky, it was an easy one. But he was never under the ball, and you cannot afford to drop catches at this stage, and they will have to pay the price.
Playing at this level in this tournament, top teams here, you cannot afford to be sloppy like this. Hemang bowled a good length there, forced Hari Prashant to play that big shot. Unfortunately for him, the keeper hasn't assisted him in picking up that wicket. They'll just get a single though off that drop catch. Once again drifting down the leg side, Chetan Bish with a good looking flick. This time again they're coming back for the second, but Nurul Aslam doesn't have the throw to trouble the batters. Another 2 runs.
Had it been another fielder, probably could have been an opportunity for a run out. The throw was wide and slow. This is the difference you see between when you have top teams like Karwan, Amvin Sports Club. The level of athleticism and the kind of fitness they have is extremely different.
Into the pitch and straight to the fielder. Won't be a single. Yeah, we saw that in the first game today. Both TVSL and 7 District. Very good in the field. Not allowing easy runs. And that's what you need at the top level. If you want to compete and win games, those are the things that you need to do right.
And with the ball not coming onto the bat, it's not going to be an easy affair chasing this totals down. And with the due factor coming in, they have to plan their game accordingly. Hemang Kapsi this time again with the perfect line and length, just a single there.
They'll complete the two. In fact, three fielders converging to it, the bowler included. I think he's figured out that if he's full, he's going to get driven, and if he's short, he's going to get pulled because he doesn't have the pace. So he's been on that good length in this over, and that's kept the boundaries away. But they're still picking up those ones and twos. 48 runs on the board now. They've recovered well after losing those two early wickets. Chetan and Hari Prashant have stitched together a good partnership here. 46 runs between them. Well, that was a good delivery. Got the leading edge, but they'll still manage to get the single. The runs are flowing easily for Dubai Daredevils now.
Absolutely, I think 8.40 is a good run rate given the circumstances what we've witnessed in the previous game. They're slowly anchoring their innings and moving forward. And Hari Prashant, anything in his slot, he is not going to miss them. And that dropped catch could be extremely expensive.
Here's another opportunity. Who wants to get under it? And he's not taken a blinder. Oh, Anshu. He did all the right things until he fell down. Followed it, got to it, dived while catching, but just that fall, making the ball slip out of his hands.
Up in the night skies, he was watching the ball till the last second. It's just that dive that has made the drop catch, and Hemang did come back quite well. After 6, they are 51 for 2.
Into the power play, Dubai Daredevils are going along nicely, 51 for 2. And now it's time for a bit of wrist spin here, courtesy Mohsin Sheikh. Can he provide a breakthrough here for Suncorp? They desperately need one. They've been given opportunities, but just haven't held on to those catches. Chetan B and Hari Prashant are going along nicely here. Field well spread out, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and extra cover, all on the boundary line. Wrong-footed, and starts off with a full toss, just be a single, which just be a dot ball.
The skipper banking on Mohsin for his bowling. He's quite known in the domestic circuit as well. Mohsin Sheikh bowling to his field.
Comes down the track on that occasion, gets to the pitch of the delivery. Now this is something they'll do now, these two. Wait for the loose ball to pounce on, but otherwise they'll just keep milking it for ones and twos. They're very experienced, these two. Know exactly what is required at this stage of the game. Field well spread out. There's lots of ones and twos for the taking.
Yeah, couple of runs, singles, doubles, and one boundary or a maximum can easily take them over 170, 180, which could be a very good score on this surface.
Leg side-ish. Unable to get any bat onto that. Will be signalled a leg by. Not a bad start this from Mohsin Sheikh. He hasn't dropped it short. A lot of wrist spinners sometimes, as a loosener in the first delivery, they offer a shorter delivery, but he's been quite full so far. He's got height. He's using that to his advantage.
This time Chetan Bish charges down. just for a single along the carpet. What I've noticed during this season and the previous seasons, so all the good batters, they did struggle a bit against proper spinners. And if you have a very good spinner, it's always an advantage for you in the bowling unit.
Yeah, this one's short and it's been absolutely carted towards mid-wicket. Hari Prashant is a strong man and he's played that with a lot of force. Huge six.
Short ball on the offer, easy pickings for Hari Prashant. He would not miss out on that. And this time he deposits it towards the cow corner. And as I was telling you, the only people who can trouble a good batter are spinners. It depends if you have a pace bowler, if you have a good movement, it could be different.
Yeah, that's universal, isn't it? Good spinners always make it challenging. This has been pulled very hard and this should beat the fielder as well. So a good over it was turning out to be, but spoilt in the last two deliveries. A 6 and a 4.
Yet again, short pitch delivery and easy pickings once again for Hari Prashant. That travelled extremely fast. And at the end of 7, they are 64 for 2.
Nurul Aslam into the attack now. Starts off with a good length delivery, but it's been nicely cut away by Chetan Bisht. Too much width offered there. And Chetan picks up a boundary of the first ball of Nurul Aslam. The boundaries are now flowing for Dubai Daredevils. They're going at almost 10 runs per over. Good looking shot that to the left of the point fielder. Was never going to get to it. 68 for 2 now. A change of voices in the comm box as Rizwan takes a quick break and Atiq Nizam comes back in to replace him. How are you doing, Atiq?
Doing very well. Frozen to the core. But this innings from the for the fourth wicket between for the Daredevils is going through very nicely here. Beautiful batting, and there you go, another boundary neatly tapped. Paddle swept to the boundary towards that fine leg region. 70 runs time between these two. This has been a fantastic win. There were 2 runs for 2 wickets, but since then it's been a super partnership between Chetan and Hari Prashant.
This is the second time Chetan has attempted this shot. This time it comes off nicely. The previous time he almost offered a catch to the fine leg fielder. There's no one there. He's made full use, and this has been the key to their batting. They've been smart. Yes, they've offered a couple of opportunities that have been put down by Suncorp, but otherwise they've been brilliant. The shot making has been very good from Daredevils.
It's been some very, very good batsmanship by both the batters out there. 72 for 2 now. They're going at close to 10 runs and over. If they can keep at this rate for the next 5-6 overs, I'm sure they will be getting to a very, very big total.
Wide outside the off stump by Nurul Aslam. Now, when you get hit for 2 boundaries like that, it really puts you off as a bowler. Not really sure where to bowl. And this is going to be a big score now from Dubai Daredevils. They've gotten off to a brilliant start after that stutter at the top. We'll wait and see how much they get. Again, Chetan looking to play the similar shot, but this time it's taken a top edge and gone over third man. Another boundary. So 4-4, wide and 4. An expensive over this from Nurul Aslam, and he's got 3 more deliveries left in it.
Well, runs are coming thick and fast here for the men in blue. This has been some excellent batting by both batters out there. 34 for Chetan. And they will want these two to keep kicking on. 34 of 21. Wide will be given another wide, so not helping the cause here for the Suncorp.
Nurul Aslam has completely lost it. He's got hit for 3 boundaries, bowled 2 wides now. He needs to finish this over well. 77 for 2. Going at 10 runs per over. This is much better. That's where he needs to be, on that 4th stump line. But they'll still get the single. The body language isn't looking good from Suncorp. The shoulders have dropped. It seems as if they've given up any hope of picking up a wicket here.
Well, they just cannot afford to do that, isn't it? They've got to believe in themselves. They've got to believe that a wicket will be around the corner, and then 1 brings 2, 2 brings 3. And then the entire complexion of the game can change in a few overs. So they've got to make sure that they keep at it. That's a good looking shot. Very, very nicely played. Magnificent timing there from Hari Prashant. This is what this man can do. He is a special talent. Had a very good outing the other day. Today, once again, he's got a start.
Well, we've seen him bludgeon the ball, but this one was all timing. Very nicely done. Off the back foot. Hit it in the gap, more importantly. That race towards us here in the com box. Another boundary. So, very expensive over this from Nurul Aslam. He's given away 4 boundaries, couple of wides, and he's still not done. This one also could have been a wide, but he's hit it, and it'll just be a single.
But he's got to make sure that he fixes his line here. I'll speak more about it further in the next over. 8 overs done. 84 for 2. So Arjun continues bowling his 3rd over. He's been quite economical now. Can he get a breakthrough here for the Suncorp?
Bowled a good first over, but was taken apart by Hari in the second. Once again, Hari there making room for himself. Won't go to the boundary. And they're coming back for the 3rd as well. So the fielding has left much to be desired here from Suncorp. I think Vikram has realized that the paces are not going to work here. The batters are hitting them quite freely. He's turned to spin again.
Well, good to see Naimuddin Aslam there behind the stumps. Former UAE cricketer. Co-commentated with us here in the com box in the last Arabian Cricket League. Very, very good batsman. Somebody who can actually take the bowlers apart. Had a very good outing the other day. Scored a 40-odd in the first game for the Suncorp. Really look forward to watching him bat tonight.
He dropped 1 catch today. Won't be feeling too good about that. For the kind of character he'll be kicking himself. Was an easy one. He'll have to do a lot of batting today for his team, that's for sure, because Daredevils are on course for a big total here. Flatter from Arjun. Straight to the fielder, but they'll still get the single. So there have been some big hits from these two, but at the same time, they've also run very well between the wickets. They've stolen ones from under the fielders' noses.
This is a very healthy run rate, isn't it? 10.3. 11 overs after this. With 8 wickets in hand, I'm sure they will be trying to get to that 180 mark at least. From here onwards, they'll have to go at 10 runs and over to get there. In fact, if they go at 10 runs and over, they'll reach the 200 mark.
This is a decent over from Arjun in the context of the game. Still one delivery left. Hari is on 46. He'll make room and he'll go big over covers. One bounce into the fence and that brings up the 50. A very well compiled 50 at a strike rate of 200 for Hari Prashant.
Well, take a bow, young man. What an innings this is turning out to be. He's put the Daredevils into a commanding position at this stage. Coming at 2 for 2. And since then, Hari Prashant and Shwetan have played a brilliant knock. 9 overs done, 94 for 2. .94 for 2, the Daredevils. This is fantastic for the sake of the Daredevils, and the Suncorp on the other hand will be extremely worried, concerned with how things have panned out so far in the first 9 overs. So Madhu, the new bowler, short and wide and beautifully played there towards the sweeper cover. Thinking of a second, they've taken the fielder on. They get it with ease. A wide throw not helping their cause.
Yeah, the fielders have had their troubles with getting the throw in. They're taking twos quite easily here, these two. Chetan is now on 39. He's inching towards his half century. Hari has already gotten there. 96 already on the board. This is going to be a big, big total that Suncorp will chase. They need to get a breakthrough here desperately.
That's pulled and pulled very nicely. In fact, there is a fielder there in the deep. Excuse my excitement and enthusiasm there. Was a good shot for just a run.
I think we've been long past forgiving your excitement and enthusiasm. Don't you worry about that. 97 for 2 now. 3 runs short of the 3-figure mark here, Dubai Daredevils. They're certainly putting on a show with the bat.
Big shot. That is magnificently hit, and once again a bit of mishap there in the deep by the fielder enables it to get to the boundary. The 100 comes up for the Daredevils, and it's coming double quick time in the 10th over. This is some brilliant batting by both these guys out there. Fantastic stuff.
Length delivery. Unable to prevent that from going to the boundary. The fielder down there at mid-wicket should have been better, but the fielding has certainly not been up to the mark here from Suncorp. They need to be better at this stage, at this level, in these facilities. No excuses.
Oh, gets an outside edge on that occasion. Well, the weather's now got really, really chilly out here in Dubai. Sure, it must be around the 18-degree mark. So 2 more deliveries to end the 11th. In fact, the 10th over. in a commanding position, the Daredevils. They will look forward to getting to a very big score here. Well, just punched down the ground for a single and brings up the 100-run partnership between these two. Brilliant stuff between Chetan and Hari Prashant.
Well, they are the regular openers for Daredevils. Today they just shuffled it a bit. Both the seniors, Mohit and Rahul Soni, deciding to come up top. That didn't work for them, but what has worked for them is Chetan and Hari at number 3 and 4. They've been fantastic, to say the least. Really surrendering or arresting whatever pressure they were under with those 2 quick wickets. Slightly loopy from the right-arm fast bowler, but it'll just be a single as Mohsin Sheikh is inside about 10 steps from the boundary line. End of another expensive over at the halfway stage. Dubai Daredevils are looking comfortable and dominant. 103 for 2 on the board. Well, Arjun will finish off his 4 overs. He's picked up that first wicket, given away 27 runs. His lines have been brilliant. He's constantly been on that 4th stump line and wicket to wicket quite regularly, but just earlier on, that flight he was offering, Hari Prashant certainly had no issues getting under it and depositing him for a few big shots. But in the context of the game, he still bowled quite well, the youngster. And certainly someone to look forward to. Good control with the ball in hand. This one slightly sidearmish. Will be a single.
So Arjun is going to bowl out here. 4 overs on the trot. 29 for 1. I beg your pardon. It's not on the trot, but did bowl the first 2 overs and now he's come back to bowl. So bowling out to the 11th over. Oh, that's very nicely timed. That's a boundary. It did look like it was just a couple of runs, but such was the timing from Chetan. That ball just sped to that mid-off boundary.
Yeah, he's been timing it nicely. Very well driven there. I'm sure the umpires will have another look at that, but Anshu in the deep end there. Could have pushed it back. That's what he tried to do, but unfortunately, while he fell, he pushed it with his own back to the boundary line, and that will certainly be called a 4. There you go, the confirmation from the umpire. That is a boundary. The boundaries keep flowing for Dubai Daredevils.
Well, he fell down. The dive he put was in a very awkward style. This is very smart batting. Chetan now approaching half century, 47 now of 30 balls. Hari Prashant 56 of 29. 108 runs time between these two. And 9 overs to go after this. With 9 wickets, in fact 8 wickets in hand, Samir. They have to get to the 200 mark.
They could have easily been 4 down, Daredevils. Suncorp have only themselves to blame. Dropped a couple of easy chances. And now these two have taken big advantage of it. This one not timing it. Hari. Can excuse him for that little lapse there. He's batted quite well. Again, Arjun not being overly expensive. He's given away 8 in this over, but he's still been pretty decent given the way Daredevils have batted in this innings. Last ball of the over. Pushing it from the sidearm. Pulled away towards mid-wicket. Mohsin Sheikh there will clean it up. Only a single to end the over. It's 112 for 2 at the end of 11. Madhu into his second over, gave away 9 in his first. There's 9 overs left in this innings. Dubai Daredevils look good for a big one here. Chetan on strike. He's too short of his half century. And he plays a beautiful drive here. Will require some cleaning up and a good job there. But the field had long off. They'll pick up a couple of runs. And he gets to his 50 as well, Chetan Bish. So very well played. It was required of him and Hari Prashant to put together a partnership and steady the ship, but they've done way more than that.
Well, this has been a partnership for the ages for the Daredevils. Brilliant stuff. Put them in a commanding position in the driver's seat. Now, I'm sure they will be looking at pressing the accelerator towards this last phase of the innings. The Suncorp, on the other hand, Captain Vikram Nayak will be wondering from where can he prize out a wicket.
Yeah, from here on, it's only about the batter making a mistake more than the bowlers being able to pick up a wicket here. They've been pretty ordinary after that first 2 overs from Hemang and Arjun. Cut away very nicely straight to the fielder. Unable to hold on to it. It'll allow them to cross over for a single. You can see the frustration in the body language of the bowler, Madhu. Those shouldn't be easy singles. They should be stopped. Create some sort of pressure. Put together about 3 to 4 dot balls. So only way you're going to pick up a wicket here. Right now, it's all too easy for these two. Three runs off this over so far. No boundary conceded yet from Madhu. Pushing that towards the leg side there. Call for the 2, and it will be an easy 2 in the end. The score moves on to 117 now. Still going at 10 runs per over. Hari Prashant and Chetan Bish are looking extremely comfortable out there.
Making batting look really easy, isn't it, these two? They've hardly, except those couple of opportunities given by them, since then they've hardly put a foot wrong. They've made sure that they just keep pushing things up. Already 5 runs have come off this over, still 2 deliveries to go. Makes some room, goes over, covers, gets a boundary. It was just only a couple of yards away from that sweeper cover fielder, but it was hit so hard with so much of power that he hardly moved a muscle. That just sped to the boundary for a 4.
Well, he made room for himself and it was just given to him on a platter. Perfect length. And he's just gone over covers. 1 bounce into the fence. He's a strong man, Hari Prashant. And he's making full use of all his strength out here tonight at the ICCA Academy. Looking good for a big one here. 63 now. He might just be thinking about that 3-figure mark. This one's fuller from Madhu. He's pushed that down towards long on. A single to end another expensive over from Suncorp. It's 122 for 2 at the end of 12. Mohsin Sheikh once again into his second over, and finally Suncorp managed to hold on to one, and this is Arjun the youngster down at long on. Full delivery from Mohsin. Hari Prashant going towards long on, and he finds the fielder.
Well, the youngster showing his older teammates how the catches have to be taken. Just look at that. Made sure he judged that to perfection. Reverse Cup Australian style. And makes absolutely no mistake. And Hari Prashant, after a very, very good knock, 64 of 34 balls, finally falls prey. A huge moment in the game. Can this be the change of fortunes here for the Suncorp? 122 for 3. So Abdul Aziz Ansari, the new batter, in at number 5. He's coming to bowl after the fall of that wicket of Hari Prashant. Just falling at the run of play. Against the run of play, Mohsin Sheikh bowling his second over and getting a breakthrough for his team. Well, there's going to be a change in voice here in the comm box. I've been joined by my co-commentator, my good friend Rizwan. Welcome back to the comm box, my friend.
Thank you very much, Atik. And this time, Suncorp holds on to that wicket from Hari Prasad. They gave away 2 opportunities in the beginning, and they have taken that mighty wicket. Mohsin was a bit expensive in his first over and started off with a wicket in this over. They're going quite well along course. 12.4 overs, 123. They should be aiming somewhere between 190 to 200. Chetan Bist playing the sheet anchor role, scored his 50 of just 33 deliveries. And Mohsin has been absolutely brilliant in the second over.
Pulled. That was very, very short. He's got a boundary through that mid-wicket region. Chetan continues his merry way for 55 of 35 balls now. A very good over so far by Mohsin. Unfortunately, slightly dragging a bit too short and punished severely by the set batter.
It was in the slot for the taking for Chetan Bist, and he would not miss out on that opportunity. And shifting gears here and ensuring they reach a formidable total, Dubai Daredevils. Last ball.
Once again pulled. Has he managed to find the gap? He has not. It's straight to the fielder, so just a single to end the over. And under the circumstances, it was a good over. Just 6 runs of it, in spite of that boundary of the previous ball. Mohsin Sheikh, 18 for 1 of his 2 overs. After 13, 128 for 3, the Daredevils.
In comes Gurkirat Singh for Suncorp up against the mighty Chetan Bist. 128 for 3. They are close to that 10 runs per over mark. This time, just try to guide it towards the point region. No run conceded there. Gurkirat Singh, slower left arm spinner. It looks like they would achieve 190, 200 quite comfortably, Atik. The dew coming into play, Atik. The use, you can see the use of towels there. And with the second inning, it's going to get tougher for the bowlers. And Abdul Aziz would want to come big this time. Again, just guiding it towards the covers region just for a single. Gets Chetan Best back on strike. And Chetan would want to capitalize the foundation that he has laid for the team alongside Hari Prashant. Anything on the offer, he's not missing it out. Gurkirat Singh, a decent start for him. Just given away 2 runs from 4 deliveries. If he can complete well.
Yes, the last 2 balls very crucial. Comes down the track, tries to go over the bowler's head. In fact, he gets the bottom part of the bat.
He could see the batsman charging in, slowed down his pace completely, didn't middle it, touched the bottom of the blade of Chetan Best.
Well, Chetan Best has got to make sure that he bats through, isn't it, the entire 20 overs. Because if he is there, that would be the difference of them getting to that 200, 210 run mark. Because they've still got to go at 10 runs and over from here onwards if they are to get to that 200 mark. So this is going to be very interesting. So,
as animated as always, Akbar Ali changing the ball due to the dew factor, I reckon.
Yeah, very friendly person he is, Mr. Akbar Ali, one of the elite umpires representing the UAE in international cricket as well. Very, very, very friendly gentleman. So, change of ball. And that's a nicely flighted delivery there by Gurkirat Singh. So, it's a very, very good over. Just 4 runs coming off Gurkirat Singh's first over. 132 for 3. Flighter goes through the offside, gets the gap, but there is, in fact, it just skiddles through. Just look at those just look at the amount of dew on the outfield. Can be quite challenging for the fielders out there.
Absolutely, and this was a full-length delivery in the slot, and they could manage to get just 2 runs. Mohsin, full toss this time, and it's a maximum. It's a no ball call by the umpire, and it's a maximum, a freebie for the taking for Abdulaziz.
Well, Abdulaziz Ansari making absolutely no mistake there whatsoever. Saw that full delivery. Rightly called no ball. That was above the waist height. And that has carried all the way. 141 on the board. 14.1 overs. This is turning out to be really worrisome. Once again, a full toss. Down the ground for a single. Just have a look at the umpire. I think he felt that he just dipped at the batter at the very last minute. So no balls given there.
Now this is what happens when you have the dew factor in place. You cannot grip the ball and you miss out on those line and lengths completely. Although you dry the ball up, it's still, the ball gets softer. And this time, Chetan tries to charge down the ground just for a single yet again towards the mid-wicket region. So the dew factor is always going to favour the batsman, Hatik.
Definitely. Played a game last week in Ajman, and goodness gracious, the dew was so severe. I remember diving for a ball, and when I woke up, it was just like as if I came out of the washroom.
It's like a swimming pool. It's absolutely like a swimming pool. We tend to play matches in the morning, Saturdays and Sundays, at Ajman, MCC, Oval, and also at JMR. For the first innings, it's always, there's a huge dew factor. And once the sun starts rising, things slowly change. It's always easier in the second innings.
Oh, that's a magnificent shot. Chetan Best, you beauty. What a strike. Got to the pitch of the ball and smashed it out of the park.
Experience. This is what vintage does for you. He made sure he walked down the track and utilizes the ball in the slot and dispatches it for a maximum. A good looking shot there from Chetan. The scoreboard is accelerating now. They are shifting gears, Dubai Daredevils. Probably have to book Kareem or Uber to get that ball from the streets of Mohammed bin Zayed.
Well, that certainly did land somewhere around the outskirts of Dubai. That 6 has brought the 150 up for the Daredevils. 151 for 3. One more delivery to end the 15th over. And this has turned out to be an expensive over here by Mohsin Sheikh. 19 runs coming off this over so far, including that no ball that went for a maximum. Comes down the track again, but a good delivery this time by Mohsin Sheikh. Not easy conditions to gripping the ball. He's actually struggling out there. It's been an expensive over. 3 overs, 1 for 38 for Mohsin Sheikh. After 15, 152 for 3 with 5 to play.
All right, 5 overs left. Gurkirat, after the wonderful first over, comes back into the attack. Bit of work to be done by him. 15 overs, 152. They are above 10 runs per over. This time towards the leg side region for a boundary yet again. Chetan Best is looking dangerous here, capitalizing every opportunity that's been given to him.
He is in his own zone, isn't he? Chetan Best. What an innings this is turning out to be. 70 of 43 balls. He is putting the game away. He's putting it away from the reach of the Suncorp with this knock. With 5 overs, 156 on the board. Look at that. Shoulders drop. Look at that skipper in the background. He's not happy, is he? Too short. Trying to pull that perhaps. Tiring the slightly Chetan Best.
This time bit unlucky there, Chetan Best. He could not time that ball perfectly. No run conceded there. And the way they are going right now, it looks like they will get to that magical figure of 200 quite comfortably with the batter still left in the dugout. This time he shuffles a bit towards the leg side yet again. A wonderful boundary.
Well, he's just toying with the field, isn't he, now, Chetan Best? He must be watching the ball right now like a football. That is how he is maneuvering the field to his whims, to his fancies. And he is just continuing this brilliant knock with the bat. 160 now on the board. Gurkirat Singh, after a very good first over, now has already gone for 8 runs on the first 3 balls. Can he get a rabbit out of the hat? Get a breakthrough?
Most certainly not, with the way Chetan Best is batting. Yet again, he is making a mockery of the bowlers here of the opposition. Chetan Best. What a good looking shot yet again.
Class personified. Look at that. Get into pitch of the ball. And Chetan Best has absolutely hit that into the orbit. Brilliant shot. That's landed close to that oval number 2 here at the ICCA Academy. 166 for 3. Now he moves on to 80 now of 46 balls. This is a magnificent piece of batting by this young man. 14 runs coming off this over so far. Played down to the sweeper cover for a single. The best. This is fantastic stuff.
When the batters like Hari Prashant and Chetan Best gets going, this is exactly what the outcome is going to be. I mean, looking at his footwork, the way he is middling the ball to perfection, Chetan Best using all his experience from India. This time Abdul Aziz on strike. Carved away towards the point region. There's a call for 2. No, they did not take that. Just a single there to end the over. After 16 they are 168 for 3. Some changes in the field. There's no mid wicket here. He should bowl to his strength, to his fielders. Anshu starts off with a wide yet again. Anshu was expensive in his first over, gave away 11 runs. Looking at the way they have set up the field, Atik, they've got a fine leg, short square leg, no mid wicket. And for a batter like Abdul Aziz, you need to have that protection in the leg side.
Well, they certainly do. He's somebody who's very strong on the leg side as well. This partnership Before we realize, Rizwan, it's gone up to 48 now. That's how quick they've got these runs in the last few overs. 170 now on the board. Chetan Best approaching a much deserved 100. 19 runs away. 3 hits. Quite likely, if he keeps going, he will quite definitely get there. Just knocking it around for singles. Chetan B gets to the non-strikers in 171 now. Anshu Gopal, he's got, looks very likely that he is going to be the one to bowl the 17th and the 19th over.
And the way they are currently batting, they would want to get runs from both the ends to ensure they reach whatever maximum they could for their team. Anshu Gopal, this time yet again another wide, not able to maintain his line and length. Is it the dew factor that's causing this for him? But yet again, he's trying to keep it away from the right-hander, but ending up in a extra wide.
I remember watching a spell that Anshu Gopal bowled in the recent Arabian Cricket League season 1 in October. Oh, that got a genuine outside edge. Nothing going the Suncorp's way. Well, they say when things starting to go sideways, well, it goes pear-shaped.
Absolutely. In this case, it was an edge towards the slip cordon for a boundary. You cannot set up a field for an edge or an inside edge or the outside edge. No matter what the runs are coming for Dubai Daredevils, they are managing that run rate and shifting gears as well. 176 for 3, 16.3. Got 3.3 overs left. Can they come somewhere between 210, 220? We'll have to wait and watch. Abdul Aziz this time. Yet again, a wide. Too many extras this over, Atiq?
Well, it's been the story so far, isn't it? The extras, the drop catchers, nothing going their way. They'll need to find that inspiration, the motivation from within to try and limit this onslaught by the batters out there. 55 runs stand between these two. This has been a brilliant partnership once again. Comes down the track. Aziz Ansari just falls short of that long off fielder. It's Gurkirat Singh Kochar charging at the ball. Fortunately falls just short of him.
He was in catch-22 situation there. He was in dilemma. Should I go for the catch or should I stop that boundary? And in the end, he was able to stop that boundary and gets Chetan. Chetan would like to go big this time. 2 balls left in this over. Can he get a maximum? Shuffle side yet again. This time full length delivery towards the leg side region just for a single.
It looks like with how things have gone by Rizwan, they're definitely going to get close to the 210 to 220 mark from here onwards. With 3 overs after this, with 7 wickets in hand, I'm sure they will try to go at least 15 runs and over from here onwards. Oh, look at that! Look at that strike, but in fact, straight down to the field. A bit of a fumble, but no serious damages. So finally, a long over from Anshu Gopal comes to an end. 17 overs done, 180 for 3.
Hemant Kapsi, the left arm seamer who started off the proceedings for Dubai Daredevils for the seam option, comes back into the attack. He has given away 22 runs in his allotted of his 3 overs. Coming back with the last over, he'll have to come good this time, Atiq.
Well, he certainly does. He certainly does, and he's got to make sure that if he can get a breakthrough here, that would be the difference of them chasing perhaps a score of about 220, or maybe try and limit them to that 200 run mark. Even the 20 runs will prove a difference, and they can always get back into the game by picking up a wicket or two here.
It's interesting to see the way Chetan Bist is fabricating his shots. He's converting those full and delivery. Yet again, he shuffles this time, full toss, and he hits it towards the mid-wicket region for a maximum. He's inching closer towards that 3-figure mark, Atiq.
11 runs away. 11 runs away, Chetan Bist. Don't be surprised if he gets to that double figures with another couple of sixers. He is inching closer. This is a magnificent, brilliant, stupefying, outstanding innings by this young man for the Daredevils. 187 for 3. We are yet to witness 100 here at the Arabian Cricket League Season 2. Can this be number 1 for this year, the 2024 Season 2 of the Arabian Cricket League?
You'll have to come with your bag of tricks when you're bowling up against a mighty batsman like Chetan Bist, who's known for his formidable batting performances in the domestic circuit in India. He's played Ranji for a state called Uttarakhand, and when he's in such form, and the kind of strength that brings it to the team is absolutely impeccable. In the previous season of I-10 as well, initially they lost, but when the inclusion of the Bist brothers, they came till the semi-finals. So this is what vintage cricketers can bring to you, Atiq.
Well, certainly these talents have poised to be such an influence for the UAE domestic circuit as well. A lot of youngsters rubbing shoulders with these talented cricketers, sharing the same dressing room, spending some time with them in and outside the field. So all this will definitely benefit this younger crop of players coming through. The likes of Arjun, also for the Suncorp, very young. And you also see a lot of youngsters for the 7 districts, juniors as well, representing in the tournament, the under 22 boys. Well, this is in the air. Chetan Bist tries to sweep that, very, very lucky to have fallen in no man's land, but still manages to pick up a couple of runs.
It didn't quite middle it this time. It was high up in the night sky, but in the no man's land. He'll still be pleased with that couple of runs, and with the way he has batted, I think I would want him to get his century.
Well, he thoroughly deserves it, isn't it? The way he's batted, 89 of, in fact 91 now of 52 through balls. This is in the air. Is it going to be taken? And once again the catch goes down. Naeemuddin Aslam on that occasion behind the stumps with the gloves. Unfortunately, it does not seem like it's Naeemuddin Aslam's day tonight with the gloves. The second chance going down, and this is proving out to be very, very costly.
This is elementary, I would say. I mean, you cannot afford to drop those catches with the gloves on, and that too a player of Chetan Bist's caliber. Oh my goodness gracious me, what is this? This time Abdul Aziz hits it towards the mid-wicket region for a boundary. He joins the party now alongside Chetan Bist.
Well, now it's just becoming a formality, just going through the processes now, the Suncorp. It's been such sort of a night for them, a forgettable night. They can only hope that the batters will now put their hands up and try to find a way to get these runs when they come back in a few minutes. 194 for 3 with 2 overs to play. Nicely played there. Does not get too much timing behind that. Chetan, he moves on to 93 now. 54 balls.
I reckon the wicket is slowing down a bit, Atik. The ball is not coming onto the bat. They'll have to wait and watch till the last second, I would say. Just exactly the way Kane Williamson bats. Waits for the ball to come onto the bat. And this time it'll be Abdul Aziz.
That was hit down the ground straight past the bowler. Just a single. So 18.2 overs, 196 now. Just knocking it around for a single. Well, so just a quick update on Naimuddin Aslam, the wicket keeper of Suncorp. He represented the UAE national team in the early 2000s. He's such a talent, a very, very good batter. And he also has the prize scalp of Virender Sehwag, getting him run out from point, direct hit. And he's a very good field, I'll tell you, but I'm not exactly sure if he is a first choice wicket keeper. And no ball given. Hit very hard down to mid-off. Now, this is an opportunity for Chetan Best. Can he get to 100 with a big hit? Because not very often you get this opportunity to get on 94 and you get a free hit coming up to you. This is going to be very, very interesting.
He would want to go big.
Well, he certainly does. Free hit ball coming up. Is that going to be wide? Yes, it is. He's got to re-bowl that one now. The free hit still stands. The 200 comes up for the Daredevils and it's coming. The 19th over. 18.3, 200 runs on the board with 9 more deliveries. They will look forward to getting at least another 20 more runs here. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. Fantastic batting by the men in blue. So free hit still stands. Chetan on 94. He goes down the ground. Has he got all of it? No, he has not. Does not time it. Gets the top part of the bat. It's a single and moves on to 95.
Good stuff there for Dubai Daredevils. 201 for 3. 8 deliveries left. They have reached that psychological milestone of 200, which is absolutely brilliant given what has happened in the previous innings. This time yet again a slow one, again down outside the off stump for a wide. Anshu Gopal yet again with those extras.
Well, I'm sure too many extras have been given out here. Too many extras not helping their cause. 202 for 3. 2 more deliveries. That's hit hard. And in fact, very, very nearly. Arjun, the youngster, letting it through his legs there.
Quite a lengthy over yet again from Anshu Gopal. Chetan Best, 95 or 56. This time around, Is he gonna go for that maximum or just wanna wait and watch in the next over? This time, full and delivery yet again. Calls for a 2 and gets it quite comfortably. That was close, but I guess the non-striker Abdul Aziz made it quite comfortably. End of 19 there, 205 for 3.
Well, so we're into for the last over of the innings. 205 for 3. Abdul Aziz Ansari on strike. And on the non-strikers, then you have Chetan Bist, who's on 97. Just 3 runs away from 100. What is Abdul Aziz Ansari planning to do here? He does the right thing. Gives the strike to his partner. Chetan Bist on 97 of 57. If he gets to the 3-figure mark, Rizwan, this is going to be a special knock.
Absolutely, and I think it's going to be a walk in the park for him now. He's played so far to perfection. He's not going to come and play a loser because Nurul has been quite expensive in his first over, and I think it's just a case of getting those couple of runs or a boundary or a maximum.
Well, they had the deep square leg field in the boundary line. They made him come inside and then again sent him down back. So here goes. Short and wide. And he's found the gap. Take a bow, champion. Come at the hour. Come at the man. Chetan Bist, you champion. 101 of 58 balls. And he's put the Daredevils into a commanding position here. What a knock. Take a bow. It's been one for the ages.
A brilliant shot yet again from Chetan Bist without giving any opportunity whatsoever. What a magnificent knock. And the first in this tournament. Chetan Bist leading from the front for Dubai Daredevils here.
He's been outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. What a player. This has been a special knock by him. Nurul there starting off wide, trying to perhaps being a bit worried there maybe that he's bowling to a batter who's on 100 and you bowl anything straight to him, he's going to hit you out of the park. And in the process, bowls are wide. So here you go again. Good delivery. Very good delivery. And in fact, Abdul Aziz Ansari had backed down way too fast down the pitch. And a very good effort there by the bowler. Throwing it back at the stumps, and Abdul Aziz Ansari has to depart.
Bit unlucky this time, Abdul Aziz. He's played his role for what he's been sent for. A bit unfortunate and unlucky this time. He has to walk back to the dugout. And Dubai Daredevils are 2-1-1 for 4.
Well, new batter is Shakir Haidru. But Chetan Bist is on strike. He goes down the ground. Good effort there at the sweeper cover. He keeps it down to a couple of runs. But the most important aspect for the Daredevils is that Chetan Bist is still on strike. He's got 2 more balls to go. He's got to try and take stride for these 2 balls. Can he get 2 maximums?
It's not going to be easy. Let me put it that way. But I think they should look somewhere between 6 to 8.
Well, he's connected that and he gets a boundary. Well, not a 6, but he certainly got a boundary. This man, Chetan Bist, is playing a magnificent knock here for the Daredevils. He's complete. He's unstoppable. He came at a time when the Daredevils were in all sorts of trouble. And since then, he's played a chanceless knock here. Beautiful batting, bisecting the field to perfection.
Wonderful batting performance there from Chetan Best. Absolutely magnificent. The last ball coming in, this time full length outside the off stump. Yet another wide. Nurul, expensive here in the last over. Chetan Best not giving away any opportunities whatsoever. Played chanceless in this innings and gave that perfect foundation, cementing the innings for Dubai Daredevils.
He's been outstanding. Last ball coming up. Hit hard but straight to the fielder. Vikram Naik, the skipper, to the covers and just a single to end their innings. But not before the Daredevils have put on a commanding position with the bat. Thanks to some brilliant batting by Chetan Best, Hari Prashant and Abdul Aziz Ansari. A very good partnership between them made sure that the Daredevils have got to 219 for 4 in their allotted 20 overs.
Chetan Best, a brilliant knock there. We've seen two different games tonight. The previous one where it was a low scoring encounter, and this one a big target on board, and it was a great batting display from the top batters of Dubai Daredevils. Despite losing those first 2 wickets quickly, Mohit Raghavan, who usually comes in to bat in the middle order, opens the innings alongside Rahul Soni, got out for a duck, and then it was the partnership between Chetan Best and Hari Prashant, and Chetan Best remained unbeaten for 108 of just 62 deliveries, and Hari Prashant also alongside scored 64 of 34. Abdul Aziz Ansari, bit unlucky towards the end, but he did his job for the team.
Well, it's been a forgettable day for the bowlers, isn't it? The Suncorp. All of the bowlers going for a lot of runs, being absolutely smashed to all parts of the park. A wicket apiece for Arjun Godoya, Hemant Kapasi and Mohsin Sheikh. Apart from that, nothing much to speak about. It's been that sort of a day for the Suncorp. So this is the highlights with regards to how things went about. 2 early wickets falling on. Catch being taken there in the deep, and this was Rahul Soni. In fact, that was Mohit Raghav and Rahul Soni getting dismissed. But since those 2 wickets, it's been all the Daredevils. Everything going their way. 100-run partnership between Hari Prashant and Chetan Best enabled them, along with Abdul Aziz Ansari coming there towards the latter part and smashing the ball to all parts of the park, and them making sure they cross that 200-run mark with ease. And they have done it so much. They've done it brilliantly. And Chetan Best, what a innings, what a knock. 100 runs, 108, the first 100, the first century of the Arabian Cricket League Season 2. That was Abdul Aziz Ansari getting run out right there towards the end. But anyways, the Daredevils finishing their innings for 219. And right now, the Suncorp have to come out to bat in a few minutes in pursuit of 220. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the ICC Academy. This is game number 2 today. The plate game between Dubai Daredevils and Suncorp. It was Dubai Daredevils who batted first, chose to bat first after winning the toss, and put up a mammoth score of 219 on the back of a brilliant century from Chetan Bisht, who was absolutely amazing all day. Some big shots in those and a few cameos. A 60 from Hari Prashant and of course 30 runs from Abdulaziz Ansari. 2 for 2 they were at one stage, but after that it was Chetan and Hari Prashant who took on the bowling of Suncorp and hit them to all paths. Yes, a few chances here and there, but they capitalized in a perfect manner. In the end, Chetan's 100 being the highlight of that innings of Dubai Daredevils, finishing on a 219 with 17 extras given away by Suncorp. And now it's time for the chase as Suncorp look to chase this down. They are a quality bowling side, Dubai Daredevils. It's not going to be easy, but we certainly have a game on our hands. They need 11 runs per over to chase this down. It will be Shakir Aziz Afridi, the left armer, to start things off here. He is certainly a fine bowler. Was the bowler of the tournament in the I-10 that we had here a few weeks ago. Suncorp up against a big challenge here, against a quality Dubai Daredevils side. A slip in place, Rahul Soni. In fact, it's Mohit Raghav, the skipper himself, stationed there. There's a deep square leg and fine leg in position in the boundary line. He will swing the ball back into the right-hander as he does all the time. It can be quite a menace to batters early on. I'm sure he's raring to go, a very passionate cricketer. Loves to be out there, playing the game, picking up wickets regularly. And it seems we're all set for the run chase to begin. Shakir Aziz Afridi with the ball in hand. Nashir to open the batting alongside Arjun, the youngster, who opened the bowling as well. Here we go then. Ball number 1 off the chase. Starting off around the wicket. And he struck him on the pad. First ball. Going down leg side. The angle taking it through. Starts off with a dot delivery. And after a quick break in the middle, I think Nizam is back in the comm box to take us through these first few overs. 220 is the chase, is the target. Going to be a big task for these two batters right at the top to get them off to a good start. Short delivery, pulled away, fine leg will be in action and a superb one-handed stop there. That's the kind of fielding that's good to see despite having a big total on the board. Welcome, Atik.
Thank you, Samir. Good evening to all our viewers. That was Harjinder Singh throwing himself in that fine leg region, covered a lot of ground, and he certainly did save 3 runs there for his team. So excellent stuff. Great effort being shown. Sets the tone up very early on for his team. Shakir Aziz Afridi with the new ball, and he's somebody who can actually cause a lot of damage, can move the ball both ways, always prefers to go round the wicket for the right-handers. And if he can get a couple of breakthroughs early on, Samir, they would be in the driver's seat. With a score set up such as this, the only thing for the Suncorp is now the game plan would be very clear, isn't it? Just go hard at it from ball 1.
Yeah, they've got no other choice. They're chasing a big score. We've got a very interesting field set up here. There is a slip, a gully, and a third man in between them on the boundary line. He's going to come over the wicket for the left-handed Arjun. Nicely flicked away onto the leg side, mid-on. Well, he's given up the chase quite early because that's travelling at some pace. A boundary to start things off. A very stylish boundary for Arjun.
Well, that would get things moving here for the Suncorp. Very good looking shot there by Arjun. Young man. Such talent he possesses, isn't it? What a player to have in your team. And only from at this age, if you can play shots like that and bowl the way he is, well, he is a very, very bright prospect. Even for, in the general sense, for UAE cricket going forward, you got to watch out for this young man.
Poking at that one outside off. That is his strength, Shakir Aziz Afridi. He gets the left armour to be playing on that fifth stump line. More often he finds that nick. That's why we've got that offside field. There is a slip and a very fine third man. And another backward point who's also extremely fine along with a gully. So there's about 4 fielders to the left of the wicket keeper. Behind him. Very interesting this field setup. This one is a little too much outside off and will be called a wide.
Oh, beautiful delivery. Shakir Aziz Afridi. This is what he can really do. This is what he can actually do. Shakir Aziz Afridi can move the ball both ways. Very, very nearly getting that outside edge. 6 runs of the first 5 balls. 214 required. Huge, huge ask. Good over so far. 6 runs coming off the first 5. Here you go. Last ball. Trying to get on top of the bounce. Missing it completely there, Arjun. So good over. Good start here by the Daredevils. Good start here by Shakir Aziz Afridi. 6 runs for no loss. Oh, that's a good looking shot. Throwing his arms at that Nasir. Just clearing the infield, but does not have enough timing to carry that ball all the way. They get a couple of runs to start up with. Shazeb Khan opening the proceedings with the ball from the ICC Academy end. 8 runs on the board. The Suncorp, they will need to make sure that they do not fall too much behind the required rate, because in pursuit of such a big score, that can change very, very fast. Not with some shots like that. Magnificently played off the back foot. That was short and wide and slashed at it beautifully there, Nasir. Wonderful shot. That would give him a world of confidence going into this innings. And in pursuit of a score like this, you will need all the confidence you can get. What a shot from Nasir. He moves on to 7 now. Already 6 runs coming off the first 2 balls here from Shazeb Khan. He's got to make sure that he keeps things nice and tight. He's got to keep it just around that middle and off stump line. Keep it straight. Suncorp, they've got some batting to come. Naimuddin Aslam, the former UAE batter, yet to come in at number 3 perhaps. A bit of swing there for Shazeb Khan. So it's 11:20 PM here in Dubai. We're just 40 minutes away from midnight, and the temperatures have dropped drastically. It's getting quite chilly, quite cold. Must be around that 15-degree mark now. It is. So with that change of weather, there will also be a lot of dew out there. Just look at those foot marks on the ground. Shows how wet it is out there. It's not going to be easy for the bowlers. The Suncorp, they've got to back themselves because it is going to be tough for the fielders as well. So if they can get a good partnership going here, anything can happen. Nicely played there with soft hands, but there is a fielder there in the deep. This is good bowling by Shazeb Khan, bowling to his field. He's got a deep third and a deep point on the offside. So he does not have any cover on the leg side or straight down the ground. So that's a good line that he's bowling. Just got to make sure that he persists with that line. And now for the left-hander, the field remains, but now that deep third becomes deep fine. And there is a deep square leg in position for the left-hander. So with this line, he's got to make sure that he keeps the ball straight onto the stumps. Cannot afford to give it width, cannot afford to give it length. It will disappear away to the boundary. Last ball coming up off the second. Oh, that's a good delivery. Excellent stuff. Just a single to end the over. 8 runs come off Shazeb Khan's first over. Suncorp 14 for 2. 14 for no loss after 2 overs. Oh, just wide of the fielder at slip. Gets a regulation outside edge there, Arjun. Providing some slip catching practice there for the fielders out there. It will be quite a challenge for this youngster. Started off with a glorious flick of the pads, but since then he's had to cope up with some very high class quality bowling from Shakir Aziz Afridi and Shazeb Khan. Oh, that's a good looking shot, but there's a fielder coming under it and the catch has been taken. So he falls for the trap. The fielder was placed exactly for that reason at deep square leg, and Nasir trying to up the scoring unfortunately falls. So the Suncorp lose their first wicket. A very good delivery. Anticipation at its best by Shakir Aziz Afridi, putting the bouncer, and the fielder in the deep got into business right away. So he departs. Suncorp lose their first wicket with 15 runs on the board. So new batter is Syed Wasim in at number 3 and is asking the question that was slipping down the leg side perhaps. But a very good delivery. Excellent stuff. This is very, very good stuff by Shakir Aziz Afridi. He's been probing that the three stumps, keeping it straight. But this one just sliding down leg perhaps. 2.3 overs. Syed Wasim, can he get some runs on the board here? Oh, gets an inside edge, squirts it down. The square leg cuts it off, keeps it just down for a single. This is turning out to be a very, very good over. 2 runs coming out the first 4 balls. 16 on the board so far, 2.4 overs. $16 for 1. Good looking shot, but has he timed it? The fielder's coming under it and he drops it. An opportunity goes down. Arjun survives. Is that the chance that the Suncorp are looking for? Still is a big ask. But the Daredevils have got to make sure that they take their chances, because sometimes drop opportunities can really come to bite you back. Look at that. He got into a good position, but the hands were not in the right position to take that catch. Last ball coming up of the 3rd over. Solid back foot defense to end it. Very good over from Afridi comes to an end. 3 runs and a wicket. Suncorp 17 for 1 after 3. Fourth over now in progress. Good delivery there. Swing it into the left-hander. Three more overs to go in the power play. This has been a very good start by the Daredevils, keeping things tight. They started the innings with a required rate of 11. It's now climbed to 12.06. That can climb pretty fast if you don't stay abreast of the required rate. 203 still required of 16.5 overs. That's a huge ask, huge mountain to climb here for the Suncorp. Fielder in the deep, just a single. Arjun has certainly been struggling to get a move on. I'm very surprised why Naimuddin Aslam has not been sent up at number 3. He's been in very good form, scored a brilliant 40 odd in that first game. Very nearly taking the team through over the line for victory. Would like to have seen him bat at number 3. He's a very talented, special talent, Naimuddin Aslam. $18 for 1 of 3.2 over. Shazib Khan has bowled extremely well so far. Oh, that's gonna be 4 leg buys down the leg side. Slightly. In fact, it's been given a dead ball. by umpire Akbar Ali because no shot was attempted, he says. He said there was no shot being attempted. Just have a look at that again. Oh, well, I think not very sure exactly what was running in umpire Akbar Ali's mind there. But however, it's been given a dead ball. So, well, the dot ball. How much effect is it going to be on the bearing of the Suncorp innings only remains to be seen. But that follow-up delivery was absolutely brilliant. He's a very good bowler, Shazib Khan. Bowled extremely well in the previous game as well. Getting really, really chilly out here in Dubai. Close to midnight. Required rate of 4.91, just not sufficient enough in pursuit of a score of 200 plus. Unplayable, isn't he, Shazib Khan? Very good bowler. He just keeps continuing, persisting that line, that length. He's been outstanding. Brilliant over so far. Just one run coming off the first 5 balls. Making things extremely hard for the batters out there. Suncorp's innings going absolutely nowhere right now. Last ball coming up of the 4th over. Straight to the fielder. A direct hit was required. In fact, he was safely behind the crease. So, superb over. Brilliant over. Shazib Khan, just one run of that. The Daredevils in a very good position. 18 for 1 after 4. Slightly climbing there. Harjinder Singh has been introduced into the attack. The replica of Zahir Khan, the great of India. Bowling very, very similar action, similar jump of the GOAT. Oh, once again a shot not offered, and it's been given runs by the umpire. Well, 4 runs been given. In fact, 4 leg byes been given by umpire Shiju. The previous one, a shot was offered, I think. But this one, Yeah, there you go. That was the one that the umpire Akbar Ali said that no runs was offered and given a dead ball. Here, shot was not offered. It was given a leg bye. Oh, very good delivery. Bowling it across the right hander. This has been it's been getting tougher by the minute for the Suncorp. 22 for 1 or 4.3 overs. 198 runs required for victory, which seems like it's an Everest to climb, to conquer. He's bowling some tight lines here, Harjinder Singh, keeping it very basic with his approach, bowling wicket to wicket and then occasionally bowling the ball across the right hander. Arjun and Said Wasim. Well, it's been that sort of a day for Suncorp, isn't it? Losing the balance. But what an over this is from Harjinder Singh. Last ball, though, in spite of giving the 4 leg byes, latest ICC regulations state that these extras will not be penalized for the bowler's figures. So if he bowls a dot ball here, it's going to be a maiden. Oh, that's been given a wide. So maiden, not to be. .22 for 1, 198 required, 4.4 overs. But the pulls out of the last minute. Syed Wasim on strike. Last ball coming up of the over. So another dot ball to end the over. It's been a very, very good over from Harjinder Singh once again. After 5 overs, 22 for 1 Suncorp.
.23 for 1. After 5 overs, Suncorp are going nowhere with this innings in chase of 220 runs. They needed to get off to a big start, but unfortunately, yes, they've lost only 1 wicket, but the run rate is what will trouble them. Arjun came out to bat as an opener, has made just 8 of 10. Syed Wasim has eaten up 12 deliveries and scored only 1 run, as Mohit Raghav brings himself on. Arjun has sliced that up. The fielder's getting underneath it, and this time he'll hold on to it. Aziz with the catch there. And just as the wicket falls, I'm joined by Rizwan here in the comm box.
Is that a no ball? There's something that has happened there. We'll have to wait for the umpire's call. Was the fielder outside the circle? We'll have to wait and watch. Mohit is absolutely furious there. Yes, it was a no ball there.
Well, he was absolutely furious. Point didn't come back into the circle for some reason. And the umpire has called a no ball very rightly because there were 3 fielders outside. There's still 1 over left in the power play. Mohit had a lot of words to say to his fielder because a catch was given. It was taken, but unfortunately it won't stand. And to make it worse, they've even taken a run off it. So 2 runs in that first illegal delivery. This time he's hit it even better. And this time it'll run away to the boundary. That'll add insult to injury for Mohit Raghav. He must be fuming inside.
Absolutely, that's completely uncalled for. I mean, the fielder should have been there inside the 30-yard circle there. All the effort that's been put in by Mohit has gone in vain here, and this time the batsman capitalizes it, frees his arm. He was just 1 of 12 deliveries, and this particular ball, he could absolutely flex his muscles there.
Yeah, they were clearly struggling against the pace of Shakir Aziz and Shahzeb Khan, but this is much more comfortable for them, Mohit. Not the fastest, and that is making it much easier for the batters to deal with. Arjun, though, he survives thanks to that no ball. He's got another opportunity here, the youngster. I think the idea for Suncorp will be, even if they don't win the game, to try and bat the 20 overs. That will give them some much needed practice in the middle. It's a long tournament, just their second game. So they'll do well to spend some time out there.
I mean, I hear you out, but at the same time, they need to convert those bad deliveries. And this time, a good-looking shot there coming from the blade of Arjun towards the boundary. Mohit extremely gutted here.
Yeah, he can't blame anyone else for this one. It was offered with. And Arjun is a good batter. He's a technically sound cricketer that was full and wide. He's driven it very nicely over the infield for another boundary. So finally some runs flowing for Suncorp. And yes, I'm not saying that they should give up already, but the way it's going, if they feel like it's out of reach for them, that's hit him full. He's even celebrating Mohit. But umpire Shiju Sam, in fact it's Akbar Ali there, he says no, I'm sorry, but that's probably going down the leg side. Mohit is he's had a mix of emotions this over, let's just put it that way.
Absolutely. I mean, he thought it was out, but if you look at it, maybe it was pitching slightly down the leg. Umpire Akbar Ali not interested whatsoever.
I think one thing the umpires absolutely hate is bowlers celebrate. What do you call that? No, there's a word for it. Celebra-peeling. It's called appealing while you celebrate. There's one person who does that very often. That's Wanindu Hasaranga. And I've heard umpires say that that's disrespectful to them. You always look back, appeal, and then you celebrate. Nicely hit, but straight to the fielder.
I mean, this is, when you're chasing a mammoth total of 220, you need to capitalize those first 6 overs. I understand they've got the likes of Shakir Afridi and Shahzeb Khan, but then the way they're moving, it's just 6 runs per over. It's not going to do any good for them, and they'll have to come extremely hard. This time, short ball, swing and a miss, ends the 6th over. They are 35 for 1.
End of the power play. Suncorp only managing 35 in it. Well, the attack is on. They still got the slip in place as Harjinder comes into bowl his second over, and a nice flick off the pads from Arjun. And get a couple of runs to himself. The required run rate now over 13 runs and over.
But I understand the fact that Arjun is technically strong, technically capable, but at the same time, given the circumstances of the target they're chasing, I mean, run a ball will not help the cause. Oh, I understand it's a long format, long tournament that is going in, but at the same time, you need to take those chances, take those calculated risks to get your team as much as closer, at least, if you're not able to achieve the target.
Nicely hit, but straight to the fielder. That opens up, Rizwan, a very broad discussion about the future of batting in cricket. You see, modern day cricket is a lot about being able to go at a strike rate of well over 100. That's what is required of batters these days, especially in the white ball format, which is obviously dominant in world cricket right now. And sometimes when you're overly technically sound, you struggle to do that. You struggle with your power hitting. Yes, you still rely on some of your good shots. Very nice shot again, down to leg side. But what happens is when you focus a lot on technique, sometimes you lose that power hitting ability. So how do you then groom the next generation of kids? Do you focus still? Do you try to make them those technically perfect Babar Azams, or do you try to make them into the Stoinis's and the Hardik Pandyas of today?
As we all are aware, the changes are happening in the cricket, the modern day cricket. There's so much of innovation happening. I fully understand and respect for the fact that technically you've got to be strong, but those are for those one days and test crickets. But for a shorter format of the game, your game plan has to be completely different. You cannot rely upon those proper academic shots, textbook shots. No, I don't think so. That is going to help you out any which ways. I mean, we know Babar Azam, a wonderful batsman, but if you look at the T20 formats, his strike rate is always between 120, 130, as opposed to proper T20 batsmen like rightly mentioned by you, like Mitch Marsh or Marcus Stoinis, Matthew Wade, completely different. The approach is different.
Yeah, that's why the question. So then how do you then train the kids? Do you teach them the absolute basics of technique and then realize, okay, what is this kid's potential? Is he a naturally gifted power hitter? Then you take them towards that. Or if he's naturally gifted in terms of technique, then you take them towards that.
At the end of the day, there's so much of cricket which is prevailing in domestic as well as the international circuit. Once you know what sort of caliber the batsman holds, you need to guide them towards that sort of format of the game. It's not necessary that one batsman has to play all the formats of the game. If he is strong in test cricket or one day, let him play those formats and let the T20s be for the power hitters. The likes of Russell Arnold, Chris Gale, Andrew Russell, I beg your pardon, Chris Gale, Kyron Pollard, these are huge hitters. But then in the one day format, they're quite different.
Last ball of the over. Slam down to mid-on. Well, I think you made a brilliant point there about pushing them towards the right format, but then that opens up another discussion about the commercial side of it. Cricketers are obviously always inclined towards that which pays well, but that's a discussion for another day, and that will go on forever if we open that can of worms. 7 overs done. It's 39 for 1. Start of the 8th over from Mohit Raghav into his second. He starts off with a wide. I think he's purposely trying to be on that 6-7 stump line just outside the off stump because he's realized that Syed isn't the strongest on his offside. So maybe asking him to try and go after it. He's still got that slip in place. Probably a ploy there.
Inside Wasim there, cool as cucumber. The required rate is just inching close towards the 14 run mark. But here, we don't see that intent, is what I'm trying to explain here from Suncorp. I understand, they are trying to play up against big teams, but my concern remains the same. When you're playing a T20 format, the intent has to be there. Whether the result is coming in your favor or not, that's secondary. But the intent matters, the foundation as well, for the opening batters to come and start that inning for the team. They need to lay the foundation properly.
Yeah, my only worry is maybe the team in itself at the halfway stage has resigned to their fate, saying maybe this is a mountain too far for us to climb. And therefore, we'll try and just bat out the 20 overs. And that is what I gather from the way these two are batting, which is unfortunate because as a team, you're supposed to believe in yourself and try and go after it. Yes, you might lose your wickets quite quickly, but at least you'll say, I didn't die wandering. I tried to get to that target.
Absolutely, and with the way they have played, I mean, they've played the previous season one, and this is season two. They know what are their strengths. They know what sort of batting lineup it has to be. But again, given the format, sometimes the skipper would want to give opportunities for the batters who has not got enough opportunities in this format, and sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it does not.
In the end, it's all a learning curve, isn't it, for a lot of the teams. Sometimes you get teams that are mismatched. Some very strong teams up against not so experienced ones. Not much in terms of at least playing at this level. But yeah, it's certainly a learning curve, a lesson. Now, you look at someone like Arjun. This is a brilliant platform for a youngster like him come and showcase his skills. There might be people watching, scouting, looking for young cricketers to take and then groom. So certainly not all is lost. It's certainly a lot of positives to take. Flicked down towards square leg. There is no protection down there. Fine leg will come across, but the ball will win the race. A much needed boundary for Syed Wasim. He gets into double digits now.
This time, short ball, and he's placed it towards the leg side for a boundary. Should give a little bit of relief for Wasim.
Well, he need more than relief, that's for sure. He'll need some serious attack from here onwards to try and get better at that strike rate of his. 7.4 over, still going at 6 runs and over. A stark contrast to the way Daredevils went about their batting. At least they've only lost that 1 wicket. So that's a positive for Suncorp to take, so far at least. Once again, flicked very nicely. And this time too, he's got it in the gap. Look at the trail that the dew is creating. It's a long chase, but the ball doesn't have enough to take it all the way to the boundary. And they'll only take 2. That should have been a 3.
Should have been a 3 there, but they didn't run the first one faster. As we all have learned from the schooling, you need to run that first run faster, then automatically convert the second and the third. Syed Wasim here, taking a couple of runs this time after that boundary.
Well, it's clearly comfortable when it's straight onto him, onto his pads, but outside the off stump, he's been found wanting. Just doesn't have the feet movement to go after it. Yeah, that's why Mohit Raghav, beg your pardon, has recognized there and is feeding him just outside there. End of 8, it's 48 for 1. Bit of spin now. Abhinav being introduced into the attack. I think this will be the way to go for Daredevils. They want to get through the overs quickly. Don't allow Suncorp to make any comeback into this game. They are stuttering along at 6 per over. A slip in place. Starts off with a shorter delivery. Arjun will pull that down to long on. A single to start the over.
A good start for Abhinav. Different style action from him. And Syed Wasim, who's on 14, struggled to score in the offside region. You know, with the kind of technology we have, the Crick Heroes app, it gives you a complete analysis of the team. You know, when you look at the each team, when they play against each other, they do their homework, they know what are the batsmen's strengths and weaknesses, and they come up with a plan and they bowl to the plan. And this is what technology has done over the course of time, Samir. And especially Crick Heroes, I think it's been phenomenal.
A single off the first ball. 49 for 1 now. There's a few tweaks in the field again. Syed Wasim is not doing his team any favors by going at this pace. Shot again, nicely guided towards point. That should be a run out. Oh, the keeper not collecting it. They ran after playing it straight to the hands of the fielder. That was suicidal.
Just guided it towards the point region. Had he collected it, it could have been a run out. And curtains for Arjun.
Chetan Bish there. You can excuse him for what he's done with the bat. Scored a brilliant century. Now this is a bit more fuller, but he's still on the back foot, cutting it away very nicely, Arjun. He's also just 19 runs off 20, so clearly no interest in chasing this down whatsoever. I think they've decided they're just going to bat it out, spend some time in the middle, and maybe take it from the next game onwards.
Absolutely, and what a knock that was from Chetan Best. Absolutely impeccable, very impressive. Not giving out any opportunity whatsoever. This time, heaved away towards the mid-wicket region. Chance there, and the fielder takes it. Looks like he was going to cross that boundary rope, but he held it to perfection.
Yeah, it looked a bit tricky there, but he's held on to it. Finally, a shot to cut loose by Syed Wasim, and unfortunately for him, he's found that mid-wicket fielder who somehow, by some chance, has not slipped over the boundary line. In the end, they can smile about it. So the second wicket falls. Syed Wasim's troubles end in the middle. He goes for 15 of 25. It's 51 for 2. Abhinav with a breakthrough for Daredevils. Slip in place still for the new batter. Naeem, a more recognized batter here. He's now come out to bat. Now let's see what his intent is. Is he one of the believers that they still can chase this down at 15 runs per over required?
He's a busy customer, Naeem. We've seen him play in the domestic circuit here, and it was unfortunate that he's missed out on 2 chances. He was keeping the wickets tonight. And this time, Abhinav, full length delivery. This time, just guided it towards the long on region for a single. Ends the 9th. It's 52 for 2. Alright, Shakir Afridi comes into the attack after the two wonderful overs. Took a wicket for himself, just gave away 9 runs. Very full and delivery opportunity, and this time Mohit takes it with ease, and that's curtains for Naeem.
Yeah, whatever little hope that Suncorp had that Naeem might just be able to play a special innings for them, that will rest very quickly. A full toss and nothing delivery really, but unfortunately for Naeem, he's hit it straight to Mohit at extra cover, and he has to now walk away. A night to forget for Naeem, that's for sure. Just makes 1 run, drops 2 catches. He's going to forget this night as soon as possible. 3 wickets down now, 52 for 3. Shakir Aziz with a couple of wickets now. Back for his 3rd over. It's Nurul Aslam. What a good looking shot to get off the mark. That. And he'll get a boundary first up, Nurul Aslam. That's a stylish way to get off the mark.
Absolutely, and I think Nurul started off with this beautiful, good-looking shot, and up against Shakir Afridi, which is making a statement right away from ball 1.
Well, to be honest, it was there to be hit, full outside off, but he did well to drive that through the covers. And now that fielder who was very square at extra cover, he's been pushed further to his left. Shakir Aziz has picked up 2 wickets, given away 13 runs. He continues to be impressive. This is over the infield, and this too will go over to the boundary. Wow, Nurul Aslam, what has he had for dinner?
It was in the slot for the taking for Nurul Aslam, and 2 back-to-back boundaries for him. He's playing with the field this time over the point region, and all he had to do is deposit in the gap, and that's about it.
Well, now they've dropped 1 more fielder in the deep on the offside, so that infield is quite open. They've taken the mid-wicket inside. And he's still offering with, and this time he's gone towards 3rd man. So he's played to all parts of the offside, Nurul Aslam, but it'll only be a single on that occasion.
Nurul wanted the second one, but rightly denied by Arjun. There could have been an opportunity for a run out. And after getting 9 runs off that, Arjun felt, you know what, let me handle this. I think we are now inching slightly better to what we were as opposed to in the previous couple of overs.
I'm not sure what Shakir was trying there, offering full and deliveries outside off to the new batter. That's a gift to start things off. Now Arjun on strike, the left-hander. His leg side is packed in the deep. Although he hasn't shown any intent of playing big shots here. Quick single again with soft hands and crossover comfortably. Still a long way away, 158 runs more required. Nurul Aslam has been a spark in what has been a rather laborious batting effort from Suncorp.
This time a full length delivery, a full toss and width on offer, and Nurul Aslam dispatches it for a maximum. He just had to guide it.
Well, that fielder for some reason was about 10 to 12 steps inside the line. I'm not sure what exactly the thinking behind that was. But somehow it's gone over him. Nurul Aslam has now collected 3 boundaries in the 4 balls that he's faced. This is good stuff. Nice to see. Shakir Aziz once again offering width, and this time it's a full toss. He'll happily hammer that over for a boundary. So end of 10 overs. If that was a 4, they're 66. And if it was a 6, they're 68 for 3. At the halfway stage, it's 66 for 3. Nowhere close to where they'd like to be, Suncorp. But they've added some spark in their batting thanks to Nurul Aslam, who's on 13 of 4. Abhinav now back to bowl his second over. A nice looking shot from Arjun. Should be cut off, and well cut off there by the long off fielder. They'll get a couple of runs. Good running this.
A good running between the wickets and good call from Nurul Aslam. And Arjun using his feet and getting those couple of runs here. And Nurul Aslam playing a good innings here for Suncorp. This is what I was talking about. You know, the batting order matters a lot in a T20 format. This time charges down the ground, and this is a boundary from Arjun.
And now he's beginning to cut loose here. He's been out there for a while, Arjun. He's seen the ball and what it's doing. Now he's playing his shots. With every minute he's spent out there, he's become confident. He's playing his shots now. Abhinav has conceded 6 runs in his first 2 deliveries. Arjun is getting a move on now. 26 of 23. He's been impressive, the youngster, with the ball in hand, and now as an opener with the bat. Well, trying to force the issue. Abhinav saw him coming down the track, dragged the length back, pushed it quicker, and Chetan Bisht does the rest.
Good stumping. I think he's gone, and Arjun has to come back now. He scored 26 of 24 deliveries. The 72 for 4 after 10.3.
Abhinav with the second wicket now. Oh, very nicely bowled. That one held its line as an opportunity for a run out there. Direct hit was required. A suicidal single attempted by Gurkirat Singh, but he'll get off the mark.
There was an opportunity. It just was few inches above the timber. He should have taken a little bit of time. Very, very close. Gets Nurul back on strike.
Now, with the loss of 4 wickets, does Nurul go the way he's been going, or is he going to get into a shell here. This one's nice and straight. Hit back behind the bowler. Asking for the 2, but won't get it. Gurkirat. He'll be on strike.
Abhinav, with his last delivery of the second over, has been instrumental with his bowling. Just given away 12 runs. And this time around, Gurkirat faces him. Full length yet again. Play towards the cover region. Calls for 2 and they get it quite comfortably. And at the end of 11, they are 76 for 4.
Another change in the bowling. Sumit Hossain being brought in now in the 12th over of the game as Suncorp require 144 at 16 runs per over with just 9 overs left. Seems like it will be a bit of military medium from Sumit as the keeper stands up to him. Still tweaking the field, taking a lot of time, Mohit. He's just asking Maidon to go down to long on. Doesn't want to take any risks. There's good enough protection. Just one field on the leg side, that's at mid wicket, and of course long off being in the traditional position. Well bowled and well taken by Chetan. He's got a bit of pace about him.
Absolutely, and with a short run up, as long as he bowls in the right areas, I think it'll be a quick overs.
I think the idea is to get through the overs quickly. Don't allow Suncorp to settle down. But unfortunately, they're taking a bit of time setting their fields to perfection. Now the keeper goes back. He must have realized that it's a little too quick for me to stand up. Don't want to do any damages. 2 dot balls to begin. This is good stuff.
Chetan was comfortable going behind, and yet again he's coming back, standing up against Sumit Hossain.
Well, he's only testing himself. Chetan. Oh, it's taken the edge. He should have been behind. Would have been a regulation catch for him. But unfortunately, it's a thick outside edge and it'll run away to the boundary. And Nurul will say, I played it deliberately.
Absolutely. It's all those permutation and combinations being worked out here for Dubai Daredevils. Stay behind. And now yet again, he goes back. What is happening here?
Oh, good hit this. I don't think he's middled it. But it's still going in the gap. The fielder should be able to cover it off. They're coming back for the second. And they'll complete it comfortably. It was a little fuller from Sumit, so Nurul was much more comfortable getting under that.
And Nurul should be pleased with himself. He's striking at 200, irrespective of the scoreboard, how it is ticking. He's still trying to get his runs, which is good to watch. This time, completely outside the off. This is a wide call.
That's gone horribly wrong for Sumit. I think maybe just slipped off his hands. The dew not doing any favours to Daredevil's bowlers. So far they've been in control, but Sumit here just slipping off his hands there. Slapped down the ground. Will only be a single for Nurul Aslam.
Powerful shot down the carpet just for a single.
well past midnight here in Dubai now. Temperatures dipping below 20 degrees. Both of us, Rizwan, in our hoodies. But it's nice, isn't it? The best time of the year here in the UAE. You enjoy the winters?
I do. I feel we've got 4 months of winter and the rest, you know how it is.
Well, that went through him almost. Just got a bit of bat there. Yeah, of course, summers can be unforgiving here in this part of the world. 9 runs off that Sumit over. 12 completed. It's 85 for 4. Well, their premier bowler, Shazib Khan, is being reintroduced here by Mohit. Suncorp on 85 for 4, 135 needed in 48 deliveries. Well beyond them now. But they will keep looking for wickets here, Daredevils, as they bring on the premier fast bowler. Nice and straight. The bowler has no chance to stop that, and mid-on and mid-off up in the circle. Won't be able to stop it too. Gurkirat Singh gets his first boundary.
Good looking shot along the carpet this time yet again. Shazib on his follow through tried to stop it, but it was hit really hard, and Gurkirat Singh gets his boundary.
Yeah, I think he was aiming for the block hole there. Just got his length wrong. A nice drive from Gurkirat. Let's see if he pulls the length back or tries for another one. And that struck him on the pad. The umpire will be unmoved. They'll get a leg by there.
And gets Nurul Aslam on strike. It'll be a good contest to watch out for, irrespective of the result, which way it is going. It's the contest that we would like to watch between Shazib and Nurul. Nurul being the pick of the batsmen for Suncorp. Aggressive from ball 1, showing his intentions pretty much clear.
And what he's done well is he's not played shots out of aggression. If it's there on the off, he's driven it nicely. When width was offered, he has gone through the offside. He's played good shots to get his runs. And that is the way to go here in these tracks. We saw Chetan Bisht, perfect example of how good shots have good value. And they needed someone to play like that for them, Suncorp. Unfortunately, hasn't been the case. This one's down the leg side. And he's a wide.
Slightly towards the leg side, and Nurul Aslam was trying to flick it towards the downside leg, but was unsuccessful this time. And coming back to the point you've made, Chetan Bisht played absolutely to the merit of the ball alongside Hari Prashant, who dispatched those bad deliveries to maximums and the boundaries. And for Suncorp, this time charges down the ground, and wonderful bit of fielding there.
Yeah, Nurul's looked very positive, and that was the way to go from the start. Unfortunately, the top order for Suncorp not being able to provide them that start. Things would have been very different had they done so. And what I really liked about Chetan's innings was the way he constructed it. When he came out to bat, they were 2 for 2. It was Hari Prashant who was playing the big shots. He was happy to play second fiddle, still got those runs. But the moment Hari Prashant went out, he took on that aggressive role and really upped his strike rate as the innings went on. That's a perfect T20 innings in my books. Full toss there from Shazib. Now the dew is really making it difficult for the bowlers out there.
I would call it, as we watch athletics quite closer, it's more or less like a 4 into 100-meter relay race. You've got one batsman who's set, who's scoring those runs, and then when he gets out, he hands over the baton to the next one who's already been in sublime form, guide playing the sheet anchor role, and then shifts his gears and gets his team to a modest total. I think it was a brilliant effort from Harjinder Singh. A bit of soccer skills coming in play from him, but unfortunately, with the dew factor, it slided towards the boundary ropes.
Yeah, Nurul Aslam is looking to really cut loose here. 26 runs to him now. The total is on 97. Just one delivery left in this 13th over. Mohit Raghav wants his bowler to bowl to his field. Not easy again with the dew being very heavy here. Slippery ball can be challenging to the bowlers. Good, luckily for them, they've got a big total up on the board. Well driven down towards long on. In fact, that's mid wicket, but only a single. End of 13 overs, it's 98 for 4.
Sumit Gosain comes back into the attack, and this time Chetan Bish decides to come behind. He's gone back. He's not standing up the wickets against Nurul. This time wide outside the off stump.
That's one reason he's standing behind after what happened in the previous over, that outside edge and that big wide. I think Chetan's decided I'm good behind. There's no point being in front. It's just too much of a risk. And Sumit is trying to get a bit of bounce and getting Nurul Aslam to cut him off. Yeah, just like that. Maybe try and get an edge, but that will be another wide.
Looking at the way Nurul, although he scored 27 of 13, is striking at 200, which is decent from him given the circumstances and the way they've gone about their innings. And probably the next time around, the skipper might want to promote him up the order.
Oh, absolutely. I think he deserves that promotion for the way he's batted so far. The 100 is up with that wide from Sumit. Oh, this has gone high up in the air. I don't think it'll go to the fielder. Yeah, didn't time it well enough. And luckily for him, it'll fall just short of the fielder. They'll get a couple of runs here. He wanted to go behind square. That was the idea. But got a top edge.
And it was in the no man's land there, quite away from the fielder at the cow corner. Sumit Gosain after those two wides hits the willow of Nurul, and this time full line delivery. This time over the long off region for a maximum.
What a hit from Nurul Aslam. This one was full outside off. He's dragged it and hit it behind the bowler. Wow, he's batting very, very well here. If only there were one or two other batters who could replicate the way he's going, Suncorp would have been a much better position for them. But it's still not done yet. He believes Nurul Aslam. Another big swipe across. This time he won't connect.
dot delivery this one. And Nurul Aslam still believes, he can, with the way he's batting, 1 or 2 overs, if he can get 20, 25 odd runs, you might create a chance for yourself.
Down the track, looking to power that, looking for a wide, but he won't get it from the umpire. That one swung late, I think, after it by Mr. Akbar Ali deciding that it will be a legal delivery. You need back-to-back big sixers, like an over of 20 runs, just like you said. Maybe 2 or 3 overs of 20 runs each. That's the only way they can get close to this target. He sliced this. The fielder's getting underneath it, but it won't. It will be out of his reach. Coming back for the second should be easy.
Quite away from the fielder there. It was hit towards the gully region. And Sumit Gosain, after those 2 wides, has come better after two dot deliveries, and this is a couple from him, from Nurul Aslam. And this time, he gives himself a bit of room. Played and a miss. End of 14, they are 110 for 4.
A bit more spin now. As we get into the 15th over of the game here. A single off the first ball. As Nurul Aslam, more importantly, will be on strike. It's Aziz who has been given the ball. Short delivery pulled away by Nurul Aslam. Will be straight to the fielder. It'll only be a single.
Just a single this time, and Abdul Aziz played a brilliant cameo, a good partnership with Chetan Bist. Now a responsibility with the ball. This time outside the off stump, a wide call by the umpire.
Yeah, struggling to grip the ball here. All the bowlers, whether it's the faster men or the spinners. Oh, beating him. Looking to cut that away. Gurkirat Singh. This is a good partnership between these two. They've managed to get 38 between them. It's strike rate, that's the problem. The run rate. Yes, they've managed to get it up to about 8 runs per over, but the required run rate just keeps climbing. Now at almost 20 runs per over required. This is high up in the air. It's beaten the infield. Will run away, but Shahzeb will give it chase and keep it to a couple. They're offering a lot of width to the batters.
Yeah, it was carved away over the point region. A bit of work for Shahzeb. And Abdul Aziz, after those spectacular batting performance, now coming good with the ball as well.
Getting on the back foot there, Gurkirat Singh pulling it away towards mid-wicket. A bit of a fumble. They might think about a second, but won't be the case. Will only be a single. They are getting some runs now, but unfortunately not at the rate that they'd like to. That required run rate, 19.74. Lots of flight on offer. Comfortably pushing that from the back foot. There's an opportunity here, but they'll get the single quite comfortably in the end. So 8 runs off that Abdul Aziz Ansari over. End of 15. There's 5 more to go. It's 119 for 4. Abhinav will bowl his third over now. They are going with spin here. 5 overs left in the innings. Long way away from the target. Suncorp. This is played uppishly down towards long off. Will be just a single.
He's timing it quite well, Nurul Aslam. Comes again right off the middle of the bat. And you know what? The batters like it when it hits the sweet spot.
You're speaking for yourself, aren't you? Premier batter in the second and third division of UAE cricket. Cut away nicely, but good bit of fielding there. Mohit Raghav is always in that place and he's showing a bit of aggression there. Some good banter between the two. This is nice to see. And one thing I really admire about the tournaments here is that all the teams, they know each other so well. There's always great sportsmanship. Game is played in the best of spirits.
I mean, they know each other. Sometimes, you know, you have a little bit of shuffle within the teams, but yet again, it's the same guys who play for different teams. And it's good to see that fun banter out in the center as well, rather than keeping it monotonous.
Yeah, you need that, don't you? Just to keep yourself going. Even in a game like this where it seems one-sided, you need a bit of fun. Lots of flight being offered, and what a good-looking drive that from Gurkirat. Will only be a single. The fielder is in place there just for shots like that. 21 plus now, the required run rate. It's getting out of hand. It's been out of hand for a while now, but it's only getting further and further away from Suncorp.
And all these players, they don't come from privileged pedigree, but they enjoy the cricket. They enjoy their outings here at the ICC and not just here, across everywhere. Opportunity there and quite comfortably taken. This time, Nurul Aslam, who was playing a wonderful innings, tries to reverse scoop it, only to find the fieldsman there.
First real non-textbook shot from Nurul Aslam, and that will result in his downfall. The idea was right because he wanted to go behind third man since there was a big gap there. But unfortunately for him, he went straight to the fielder. But a good innings from him, 44 of 24, a bit of spark in the batting of Suncorp. They lose now, they're half their side. It's 121 for 5. Abhinav with 3 wickets in the night. He's got one more over to go after this. So he'll certainly be looking to add on to his tally. This one holding its line, going down the leg side. Mohsin Sheikh is the new batter. Start off with a dot ball. End of 16, a successful one for Abhinav. It's 121 for 5. And more spin now from the Daredevils as we get into the 17th over of the game.
Shakir Haidru being given the responsibility. They just want to finish off things quicker. Dubai Daredevils here. Usually Shakir does not bowl, and this time around he's coming up with his off spin. And it's a boundary.
Yeah, Mohsin Sheikh, he was eyeing that. So a nice full delivery from Shakir, and he's dispatched that right behind him. Not your full-time spinner, just having a bit of fun here. So Mohsin Sheikh says, I'll also have a bit of fun. Get a few boundaries under my name. Misses it completely. A fuller delivery. Looking to go over off. In fact, that was Gurkirat Singh who played that shot. Oh no, it is Mohsin Sheikh, beg your pardon. We're having a bit of issues with the scoreboard here. This one's nicely flicked towards deep mid-wicket. Will only be a single.
Just be a single there. Shakir Haidru, after that boundary, has come up with a dot ball and a single now. Not the regular bowler, as we all know, but he's having a bit of fun there, Shakir Haidru. Mohit Raghav giving opportunity to the part-time bowlers here. And a wonderful bit of fielding there from Aziz.
Yeah, it's good to see the commitment. They know they have the game wrapped up, but it's still nice to see them throwing themselves around, showing that commitment to save runs. And of course, Shakir will be thankful they didn't go for the boundary. One ball left in the over. Shuffle and push down towards long on. Will only be a single. 8 runs off this over. 17 done. It's 129 for 5. Abhinav will bowl his last one now. He's picked up 3. Can he get 2 more? Maybe get a 5 for tonight. One bounce to the fielder. Be another single.
He's got a different style of bowling action, Abhinav. Difficult to read for the batsman unless and until he's played with him for a long period of time. It's not easy to judge those deliveries. You'll have to wait till the last second to ensure it's coming in your line, or you play alongside in the line of the bowler.
Lots of flight and driven nicely through extra cover. Harjinder should have that covered. Kept it to just a single. 90 required of 3 overs. 30 per over. Doable.
Absolutely not. It's never happened in the history of the game.
Bring me Yuvraj Singh.
I would still say no, not possible.
Yeah, it's just too much to do, isn't it? But this is a good outing for Daredevils. They would have liked to pick up a few more wickets. Misses it, and Chetan will get his second stumping for tonight. So 4 wickets now for Abhinav. He has a real chance here of picking up a 5-er. Beats him with the spin and the flight. Mohsin Sheikh venturing out and losing his wicket.
Good piece of bowling there from Abhinav. Mohsin was trying to charge him down, but at the end, Chetan Bist makes no mistake. He had ample time to take those bails off. 129 for 5 after 17.
All right, 4 for Abhinav. 129 for 5 is the score. 129 for 6, beg your pardon. Oh, he's beaten him again.
He's got those couple of deliveries left. Can he pick up a 5-er?
Vikram Naik, the skipper, out to bat now. Just 2 deliveries left now in his quota. Tried to pull that away, but hit it straight back to the bowler. Right then, 1 ball left. Abhinav has 4 to his name. It's 131 for 6 now. Flight offered. It's in the long off area. Will only be a single. A superb spell by Abhinav. 19 in his 4 overs, but importantly, he's picked up 4 wickets. 132 for 6 at the end of 18.
In comes Shakir Haidru with his second over, the penultimate over for Dubai Daredevils, and carved over the cover region for a couple of runs here. Bit of work for the fielder. Shakir Haidru, known for his batting in the UAE circuit here.
Yeah, he did go out to bat, but didn't face a ball. He'll have to do something tonight, so that's why he's taken the ball in hand. Offering a lot of flight, asking the batter to try and go after him. Gurkirat Singh has been out there for a while, but it's Vikram Nayak who's on strike. The skipper held himself back until the end. This one's a full toss. Couldn't really hit it off the middle of the bat. We just get a single.
Hit the top part of the bat, didn't quite middle it. Gurkirat Singh. Slow one yet again. Played over the extra cover region for a couple of runs. The throw is wide at the keeper's end. Just a matter of time now. 9 deliveries left.
Yeah, just going through the formalities now. Just delaying the inevitable. Suncorp, well, they wanted to bat the 20 overs. It seems like they've got their wish. Nicely hit, straight to long off. And in hindsight, they'll look back at their bowling and think we shouldn't have given away 220. Maybe had they restricted them to about 160, we could have had a match on our hands.
Absolutely, and I think, as I was telling you previously, it's the catches, those that win matches. They drop 2 catches initially. There's a huge appeal, but I think it's pitching down the leg, and that's the end of the over. 19 overs, 138 for 6. Coming back to what I was discussing, those 2 dropped catches of Hari Prashant was extremely expensive, which laid the foundation for Dubai Daredevils, where they could manage to get over 220.
Yeah, they could have easily been 4 down very early, Daredevils, but Hari Prashant and Chetan Bisht capitalized on those mistakes from Suncorp, and in the end, they gave away too many. It's almost as if Daredevils battered them out of the game. 219, 220 was always going to be a tough ask. Certainly proved to be so. They have batted decently. Still managed to make 130 plus. And like we said, had they restricted him to about 160, 170, would have had a good game on our hands. Unfortunately, it's been a one-sided affair, this second game.
I think they'll have to go back and do their assessment, Suncorp. I mean, understand who are the right batsmen for the right positions. I think Nurul Aslam, despite those slow performance from the top order batsmen, has come up really well. And if they do their assessment, and they've got, it's a long tournament as we all know, and they can come back stronger.
Yeah, they are playing for the plate, so they'll obviously have evenly matched sides up against them in the next few games. Harjinder Singh to bowl the last over. He's given away a single off the first ball. As Vikram Nayak takes strikes. In fact, it's Gurkirat Singh at the non-strikers end. Pull that away. Good stop there. Very good stop there. Again in the dew. With the dew. Never easy. The wetness of the outfield makes it very difficult for the fielders.
And coming back to the commitment from the fielders of Dubai Daredevils, I mean, they have been absolutely spot on with their fielding. mean, they know they've got the match, but then they're still not giving away those runs. I mean, I understand at this stage net run rate would not matter much, but they're making sure the economy of the bowlers are kept intact.
Yeah, it's always important that fielders back up their bowlers. Being a bowler myself, I know how frustrating it can be when you have a misfield of your bowling or a drop catch, even worse. This has taken the edge. Once again, will fall safely. Spinning away from the fielder will be another single. Going through the motions now. 3 deliveries left in this last over of game number 2. It's been a long day from Rizwan. A first match which was very close. This one, the complete opposite.
Absolutely, and smaller total in the previous game. As we always say, lower scores are always deceptive, and it did happen. We were looking for a cracker of a contest. It was a low scoring game, but it was still a cracker of a contest. Went down till the last ball, and the TVSL managed to win by a run. And this time, inside edge, Dubai Daredevils putting up a mammoth total of 220, and in response, Suncorp are inching closer towards at 145, 144 mark.
Just a couple of deliveries left. It's been a long day for many of us, the production crew, the officials, the umpires, scorers. We've got 2 balls away from calling it another successful day here at the ICCA Academy. The Arabian Cricket League Season 2 taking off quite nicely. Match number 9 coming to a close. Shorter in length, looking to cut that away. Chetan Bisht won't allow them to get that extra run. In fact, he's put in a throw unnecessarily, allowing the batters to eventually cross and get that bye as signaled by the umpire, which will bring Vikram Nayak to face the last ball of this innings.
Mohit Raghav has been exceptionally well, has marshaled his troops to perfection. Last delivery coming in. This time Vikram trying to heave it, and we'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. A couple of runs there yet again. By signal by the umpire. So it brings them to 144 for the loss of 6 wickets after the completion of 20 overs. Pretty much one-sided affair for Dubai Daredevils. After winning the toss, they elected to bat first. They had some change in plans. They had different batters who opened the innings for them alongside Mohit Raghav. They lost 2 quick wickets. It was a brilliant bowling performance from Arjun and Hemang Kapsi from Suncorp. And apparently, after losing those 2 quick wickets, it was the show which was between Chetan Bisht and Hari Prashant. They played wonderful innings. Hari Prashant scored 60s and Chetan Bisht managed to get a century quite comfortably, and they put up a mammoth total on board. And there was a little bit of cameo from Aziz towards the end, and in the end they scored 220. And in response, a very slow start from Suncorp, and they could manage to get only around 144 runs. A brilliant all-round performance from Dubai Daredevils. Let's have a look at the batting card here for Suncorp. Nasir Mohammed started off, scored 8 of 8 deliveries. Arjun was looking promising, scored of 26 of 24 deliveries. Syed Wasim Ahmed struggled quite a lot there at the centre. Naim Aslam got out quickly. He was showing his intent right from ball 1. Nurul Aslam, who played the cameo, his intentions were pretty much clear right from ball 1. And Gurkirat at the end alongside Mohsin Sheikh. Gurkirat scored 20 of 19, Mohsin 7 of 7, and towards the end the skipper Vikram Nayak not out 6 of 9 deliveries. And let's have a look at the bowling card. Shakir Afridi started off proceedings quite well for Dubai Daredevils. Has taken away 2 wickets for an economy of 7.67. Shahzeb Khan 6.67, but no wickets to his name. Harjinder, the pick of the bowlers, unfortunately no wicket for him, but the economy remained intact. Mohit Raghav a bit expensive, 2 overs, none for 20. Abhinav Vishnu, 4 wickets for 19 runs, the pick of the bowlers for them, for Dubai Daredevils. Sumit Gosain, bit expensive, bit wavery. And then Abdul Aziz Ansari and Shakir Hydro, the part-time bowlers, completing the honours for Dubai Daredevils. Let's have a look at the highlights here. Arjun started off decently well. Shakir Afridi starting off with wonderful catch there, down there by Shahzeb. And yet again, some runs leaked initially, and then Abhinav, who came in, took 4 wickets and some brilliant piece of fielding deep in the deep, and Mohit Raghav taking that wonderful catch there. So they responded quite well in all the 3 departments of the game. Chetan Bist with a couple of stumpings and a wonderful century as well. And the only batter who fought and played out of his skin was Nurul Aslam. A brilliant 44 there from him. And in the end, Abhinav took that last wicket. He's taken 4 wickets out there. We'll take a short break now, and we'll be back with the presentation for the man of the match.
End of yet another day here at the ICCA Academy Arabian Cricket League 2024. We've just had match number 9 worked off. The Dubai Daredevils taking on Suncorp CC. Before we go into the details of the game and announce the player of the match, we'd quickly like to thank our sponsors, our tournament organizer, ICCA Academy, our streaming partner, FanCode, our support sponsor, 7th District, our YouTube streaming partner, Cricfit, and of course, our broadcast and event partner bringing you all this action is Sport Ethics. Having won the toss first, Dubai Daredevils decided to bat first. They put on a mammoth 219 for 4 in their allotted 20 overs. In reply, Suncorp CC only managing 146 for 6, giving the win to Dubai Daredevils by 74 runs. I've got Mr. Iftikhar Ali with me, the match referee, to give away the award for the player of the match. Our Rsook.com player of the match for a brilliant 100 plus runs with 11 fours and 3 sixes. It's Chetan Bist from Dubai Daredevils. A fantastic innings from him. Came in when his team was 2 for 2. Partnered with Hari Prashant and put on a brilliant show, propelling his team to a 200 plus score. Chetan, a quick chat with you before you go away. Congratulations, first of all. You came in at a very difficult time. Your team was on 2 for 2. What was the discussion between you and Hari Prashant?
Yeah, that time I thought I spoke to Hari that we're gonna play another 10 overs. Then we'll set the tone first. Then we'll see how we're gonna go from there.
And at the centre, in the middle. How was the pitch behaving? Because it seems like there was a bit of trouble early on, but once you were settled, it was coming on very nicely.
Early on, it was in trouble because we have lost 2 wickets early. But yeah, later on we were in a good position, so we tried to put as much total as we can.
You batted really well. We enjoyed calling the game. Good luck for the rest of the tournament. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chetan Bisht, our player of the match in match number 9 of the ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League 2024. We are done for tonight, but we'll be back tomorrow with another encounter of the Arabian Cricket League 2024. Until then, it's goodbye and good night from all of us here at the ICC Academy.